son of a bitch.
And that's it, boys. $500 easy. Let's go!
For you, my master.
Let's go! Yeah!
Is your critic one arm or have fat sausage fingers?
Holy smokes. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Bro Science, episode 86. We are creeping up on 100 episodes, man. I do feel like we've been in the 80s for a while.
It does.
So
yeah.
just I don't know. It's just weird. But then 100's going to be there just like that. Just like that. And if you guys were watching Geeks and Gamers Daily this morning, you guys can tell I just did a beard trim, mustache trim. I was getting crazy. I just let it go, dude. I'm just sitting there. I couldn't smile. I looked homeless. I looked toothless, teethless. So I'm feeling good, fresh, straightened up the cheeks. I learned how to shave, chat. Learned how to shave. But welcome in
impressive.
to Bro Science. Blaine?
It's that time. I'm feeling it.
Let's go. Jed, you got to get some of these, man.
That's right.
I do, yeah. The more I come on here, the more I realize I need some.
You got to do it.
Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm feeling it.
Woo.
Yeah. You got to do it, Jed, and make sure to tell him that you come on Bro Science. She'll send you a bunch of stickers. You know, I got a bunch of stickers last time, you know.
Okay, so when you ordered, did you order off of Instagram or their website?
No, directly through them off
Okay.
the website. And because when you do that, it gives you a notes section and you can...
Right. So when I ordered off of Instagram, there's no like business name, there's no note section. You just buy it and that's what it is. So I need to go to their website and do it.
Do it that way.
Because I'm trying to get a sponsorship. This would be my first real sponsorship. By the way, boys, how the frick does FearTheBeardo not have a beard oil sponsorship? Beard
That's
oil,
a good
beard
point.
balm, beard care. How do we
Right.
not have a beard sponsorship? I don't know. But
Right.
if we can get
You
some
just gotta make
smelling
your own.
salts sponsorship,
Right.
I've talked about it. I've talked
You know.
about it with Lee. I've talked about it with Lee about maybe starting up something, but
Hell yeah.
I'm poor. I'm broke. So imagine starting something up like that. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
It's as someone that started expensive things up, you know, it's a thing. It'll make you poor if you weren't before you started.
Exactly. So I don't know. We'll have to see. But anyways, Criticless Blaine, how was your week? How was your Christmas? What have you been up to, man?
It was good, man. It was good. Just chilling with the family, hanging out. It was great. All of my family lives like right around this area in North Carolina, pretty much. So it's like pretty easy to orchestrate, and you don't have to deal with like in-laws coming and staying at your house or everything. Because like
right.
they're already here. You know, it's like I'll be over at your house tomorrow, kind of a thing. So it was super chill. Now, granted, yesterday, that's the other thing. The kids have been off school for this is the third week that my kids have been off school.
Too much. You're done with it.
That's all.
Get the fuck out.
Get them out. You know,
Yeah.
it's a lot. So, and then yesterday, so I have nieces and nephews. They were all but one was here yesterday. So I had from 4 years old to 11 years old just tearing around my house all day yesterday. So
how are they? Are they? You can deal with them, or are they?
I can deal with them.
Is it a nuisance?
No, they're really not that bad. It's
Okay.
just when they get the problem is when they get bored. When they get bored is when you run into problems, and you're like, you have everything in the world. You know, I went and like kicked rocks in the fucking driveway when I was bored. You know, like y'all got everything you can do, but you know, that's how it goes. So no, the most difficult is because I don't remember, like, it's been a long time since I've had a little kid, and I had a 4-year-old at my house. So that was a whole like thing, was dealing with a little kid. But yeah, it's been great though, man. I was texting you. I've been playing the shit out of some freaking Resident Evil.
Let's go.
You know, y'all got me hooked, and so I started on the RE2 remake. I've been playing the absolute shit out of that, and I'm about to beat it, which I was telling you before we started the show. And Mr. X is the freaking worst. He just hunts your ass down. He's always freaking there, lingering and lurking, but I figured him out. So I got over that after I was texting Beardo, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? This guy's the worst.
Jed texted me. Blaine texted me. He's like, dude, I'm playing Resident Evil. Mr. X is a bitch. I'm like, but that's what makes it so good.
I think
Mr.
I sent
X
you the
being a
exact
bitch.
same message though when I was playing.
When you first started, probably too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a thing. He's the real deal. But I was playing on my Steam Deck. It did work out perfectly, like I said, because it was like I could just stick in the earbuds and play with the kids around, and I didn't have to like leave the room or anything. So it was perfect for that. That remake's great. It ran awesome on the Steam Deck.
Nice.
But I did get
Remakes are
slightly
beautiful.
deterred. It's a stunning game, but I did get deterred. I saw everyone talking about Dispatch. I don't know if you guys have seen or heard of this game.
Get deterred?
I played it.
Get deterred. Dispatch.
No, but you said
I got deterred. I got deterred.
You got deterred? Well, I don't know. What are you trying to say?
Deterred, like sidetracked.
Oh, okay. All right. That's a word? Deterred?
That is, deterred is a word.
It's a word Jordan Peterson would use.
Deterred. Okay. It sounds like poop.
It does.
Deterred.
I have never actually thought of it that way until you just now pointed it out, and I'm not ever going to be able to hear it a different way now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ruined it for me as well.
I've got the turd, you know.
Okay. All right. So you've been playing Dispatch. So you put Resident Evil down and you started playing Dispatch.
Well, I was just going to like check it out. Look at it. Have you guys, did y'all know what it is? Like,
I played Dispatch. It's wild.
Holy shit. It's
Never
so
played
fucking
it.
good.
It's the best superhero content we've gotten in the last 8 years at least.
Oh,
like, it's been
okay.
a long
I have
time.
heard of it. Yes. Chat's been telling me about Dispatch. Yes.
Dude.
The gameplay is boring as shit to me, but the story and the characters is top tier,
Isn't it
man.
season based?
No. Well,
Oh, yes, season based. So they released it in episodes, 2 episodes per week for a little while, and now they're talking about greenlighting season 2. But it'd be all on the same game, and if you already purchased the game, you get access to season 2, I'm guessing.
I would hope so, or maybe like at a lower cost or something or whatever. But because it's like, it's some of the people that were from Telltale Games who used to do the Batman games that they did, or
Walking Dead and shit.
Walking Dead, all those.
Yeah. It's
But this is
100%
polished.
a movie. You know, everyone calls PlayStation movie games, which is never an accurate statement. Like God of War is not a PlayStation movie game, but this is a movie game.
Thank you.
You're just doing your chat choices. They pop up. You have a little timer to say what you want to say, and then there's little mini games basically. But yeah, think of it as a season of television, and you're going to love it. It's slightly interactive. A slightly interactive season of television.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was, and it's nice because it's broken up into like chapters. So you're like, oh, I might be here for like an hour and a half, and like,
Yeah, there's episodes.
yeah. So it's great, and also it's like old school video games where like the chicks are hot and have big tits and are like
Very hot.
Hell yeah.
like looking like old school
you see
sexy
some titties.
superheroes. No, yeah. You do see
There's
a dick
titties
as
in
well in the first episode.
Oh, whoa. It's like watching
But
a James Gunn movie.
Right.
At least it's this weird venom poisony dick. It's weird. Like, you don't think of it as nudity. It's like this superhuman being that it doesn't even register as a dick.
It's more of like a joke. It's played as a joke, like because it's
and
you
there's
know
a
when these
little dwarf Irish dude who just goes around punching dicks. There's that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You
But the chicks are very hot.
You had me invested, and we took the step back a little bit.
pulled it back a little bit.
I was like, oh, superhero game. Let's fucking go. Oh, wiener.
They do some really
Take it
interesting
back.
stuff with Invisigal, especially. So she's basically, the invisible woman without the force fields or whatnot. She turns invisible, but it's only when she's holding her breath, and she has asthma. So they're always trying to play around with the powers, do something unique.
There's some good jokes and shit. Like, and they let you do fucked up stuff in the game. Like,
Oh yeah,
like this dude was like a fire guy, and he was talking shit to me. He was a fire superhero, and he was just talking shit. And I decided to throw alcohol on him, and I just lit him on fire, and he's just like burning. So
Hell yeah.
there's some cool shit. It's fun.
Okay.
It's cool.
It's a
Okay.
lot of fun. You could stream
Okay.
it. I think it would be a great
You
game for
could.
you to stream. It's
And
not going to take super long to get through. It's 8 hours, I'd say.
yeah,
Maybe a
and
little bit more.
they clearly built it for streamers. Like they have a way where you can pull out the licensed music, so you don't get popped with like copyright stuff, and so it's cool.
And there's some real actors in it. Like the main character is played by Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad. Jeffrey Wright's in it. He played Commissioner Gordon in the Batman. There's a lot of actual celebrities in it.
Right.
Yeah.
Real quick, I have to acknowledge Xwing because he's in the chat crying. Beardo ain't even say hi when his co-host joins. He's clearly after the money and the super chats when Xwing says hi. Xwing, we were doing intros. Blaine was telling me about his week. Like, let's give it some time to breathe, man. You're on the show every week. You know how it goes. We have a formula. Xwing earlier says, happy flanking New Year, you beautiful people. God bless the Bearded Society, the Clit Cult, and the Hanger Bay. May all of you find happiness and prosperity in this new year, and may God be with you. God should be capitalized, Xwing. Just want to let you know you typoed that. God should be capitalized. You retard. But thank you, Xwing. I thought Xwing was going to be able to join on his phone for a little bit just to say hi, but he's probably busy fishing on a boat, living in paradise down in the Caribbean or Caribbean, depending on how you say it. But yeah, so that's why Xwing's not here. He is down in the Caribbean. But anyways,
timing us.
Yeah,
we got Jed from Endless Frontiers. How's the rebrand been going? How was Christmas? Tell me about your week, brother.
Well, it is great to be here back with the bearded scientist and everyone in the chat. Christmas season has been absolutely phenomenal. The rebrand's going well, doing a lot of gaming stream. Just started Assassin's Creed Unity over there. That's what my chat voted for. And just gaming a lot. So it's been a lot of fun over there doing science videos, which I love, story videos. The rebrand has got me reinvested in YouTube. Even just with dumb stuff like making a video about why Pluto is still a planet, I had a blast doing. So if you guys are interested, definitely go check that out. And I don't know if we want to mention now. I'll mention it briefly. Do you remember, Beardo, the Chat Choose Your Own Adventure segment of Right or Flight last week and how you helped craft this story? Chat, this is Beardo's fault. He made me do a Twilight parody, basically, in space.
No!
I'm kidding.
No!
It's not that bad. But I did a Chat Choose Your Own Adventure segment using a combination of dice rolls and super chats last Monday on my podcast. And we crafted this short story. And then on the last Saturday, the Saturday after that, I actually started to write it out. Well, I finished it today, and it is up available for all members of the Endless Frontier channels with some exclusive artwork done by my wife, and she's going to be adding some more artwork. She does the naked vampire scene from the short story. You see the sexy vampire with the ball gag. You get it all.
Fuck yeah.
Holy smokes.
Hell yeah, dude.
Everyone's going to go check that out now. So yeah, she's got the character portraits up, but there's going to be this epic action set piece where the werewolf and the vampire are fighting the mutant hogs, which will come out later on this week, hopefully, but all at the same link. So go join at the Endless Frontiers if you're interested in checking out that short story. It's about 25 pages long. Just finished it right before this stream. I had like 5 minutes left. I'm like, all right, change it into PDF, put it up.
Hell yeah. So Jed was doing, like he said, this choose your own adventure where the chat can super chat for how to kind of form this story that he's writing. And I super chatted and I'm like, so it was already decided that the main character was going to be a werewolf or a lichen.
Before you came
in.
Yep,
that was
a
decided.
Super chat to switch it from a bounty hunter to a werewolf.
And then I super chat and I was like, you have to include a hot chick who is a immortal, maybe a vampire. He goes, oh yeah, immortal vampire, done. Let's make her a fucking chick. We'll make her hot, cool. And I was like, and the planet that he crash lands on, it's infested by wild mutant hogs with giant tusks. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a ad lib. It's like an ad lib where Jed is just writing this story based off of what the chat is super chatting to get the story rolling and stuff. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Here's a sneak peek at some of the artwork that my wife did for it. It is out. This is a part of the werewolf transformation. I think it looks phenomenal. And
that's cool.
I didn't release the naked one because I feel like people need to pay for that one.
Oh,
You got to
definitely.
put
Makes
that behind
sense.
a paywall.
Well,
Definitely.
it took me a moment to process that your wife was doing the art, because at first you were like, my wife, she's doing the sexy thing with the ball gag, and I was like, hold the fucking phone.
Yes.
It is
Dr.
not
Rachel
an erotica.
Morgan.
It is not a porn. They're just naked characters in it. There's no sex in it. Because the setting and theme was karma rather than erotica, which was an option. I wanted to steer towards companionship of immortals, leaving the question mark, the door open
Right.
for an actual sexual relationship after the story ends. So it's PG. I mean, probably wouldn't want to show your kids it, but there's no swearing. There's no sex. There's nothing like that.
Right. Yeah. And just to make it clear, Dr. Rachel is drawing the art.
She's
Drawing.
drawing.
She's drawing the art. Let's make that clear.
Okay.
That's sick, man. That's cool. That's good
Yeah,
stuff.
that's cool.
All right. I want to get back to Resident Evil real quick. I know the past 2 episodes we've been Resident Evil heavy, but Blaine, Resident Evil
Yes.
2. Are you planning on playing a few more before Resident Evil 9? Are you planning on playing Resident Evil 9? What's the thought process going here?
Yes and yes. So I'm going to finish 2, and I'm going to roll right into 3. I think it's the remakes. So like I got the remake bundle. So
Right.
I did the first I'm doing this first remake, freaking loving it. And if it's now, I've heard that I guess 4 is the really good one. Is what I think a lot of folks have said. But
4 remake is great. I don't know if it's better than 2 remake.
okay,
They're probably equal. But 4 is phenomenal. It's 3 remake, and I'm glad that you didn't get 3 remake full price, that you got it on a discount, because 3
Right.
remake, while it's good, it's good. It's fun.
Right.
It's very short.
The problem is that you can beat the campaign in like 6 hours.
okay.
Where like
Yeah,
if you and that's not speed run. That's like first playthrough. You're playing
Right.
through it. You can beat it in like 6 or 7 hours. Just fresh, not knowing anything. You can probably beat it in about 6 or 7 hours. If you're
It
speed
does
running
have
it,
the best protagonist. Jill Valentine is my favorite protagonist.
Jill's the favorite. Jill and Leon, I'd say Jill and Leon are 1A, 1B interchangeable.
Okay.
But yeah, I think
And I am playing Leon, by the way. Sorry for
Of
2.
course.
I'm playing.
Yeah,
Leon.
yeah. Leon A, Claire B.
Yeah.
I support that. The canon playthrough is Claire A, Leon B, and that's because in the OG, Claire is the one that meets Marvin and interacts with Marvin. I don't think Leon ever does in the original 2, but in remake, 2 remake, Leon also interacts with Marvin. So most people play Leon first and then Claire second. But I guess the correct way to play it due to the lore is Claire A, Leon B. But that's not the way I played it. I don't think I've ever played it that way. I've only ever done Leon A, Claire B.
And do you really need to play like the both versions for like 2? Is it?
It plays
required?
It plays out different.
Okay.
It plays out different. So you can technically play that game 2 different ways on 4 different stories.
Okay.
So Leon A, Claire B, or Claire A, Leon B. It's 4 different story modes, but 2 different playthroughs, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need
So,
to go back and
but
do
yeah.
Claire. I just did the Leon one.
Mhm.
Yeah, I might go back. I'll probably just do the Leon and then go ahead to 3 because of how close the new game's coming out.
Right.
I'm like to
Right.
get through them, so I'll probably go back. But I'm loving it. It's great. I did everything that there is to do up till this point. Like I'm finding all the things and doing everything that's on the map. So I'm doing it all. It's great.
I think you would probably be safe playing just 2, 3, 4, and then jumping to 9.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have the time, playing Village is one of my favorites, but 7 is the scariest. Jed does not like 7 because the story, the narrative isn't really there, but the horror is like through the roof. It's fucking terrifying. But Village is great all around, in my opinion.
Okay. I own 7 and played like an hour of it, and it terrified me, and I didn't go back.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll get you, man. It'll get you. That's great, man. That's great.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get some super chats here. We got Margaret Riggle with a 20. This year, hundreds of your friends joined in the fun that Bro Science offers. I love this chat. I have come to know and love many. The inspiration, happy times, and entertainment were always exceptional. In 2026, keep it up and don't stop. Thank you, Margaret Riggle, for the $20 and the kind words. You love to see it. Thank you so much, Margaret, for the 20. Trickies with a 20 gifted FearTheBeardo memberships. Holy smokes, boys. Thank you, Trickies. That's not cheap. 20 times 5. If some simple quick math here, that's a $100 donation.
Damn.
Yeah. Trickies is that my man is consistent. He is consistent.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Trickies, for the 20 gifted memberships. And of course, the woman we've all been waiting for 2 weeks now at this point. Elfie with the $50 super chat. Hi, Beardo, Blaine, and Jed. Happy New Year's Eve, and thank you for spending time with us. Thanks for a fantastic 2025 with you all. Wishes for happiness, health, success in 2026. Love you all to the best chat. All the best in a wonderful, healthy, and happy 2026. Thank you, Elfie, for the 50. And speaking of Elfie, we do have our fan art of the week that Elfie's been sitting on because we didn't do Bro Science last week. Today is the last Bro Science holiday of 2025. Lots of fun, great topics, fantastic guests, and the hottest boys on YouTube. Lock it in, have fun, and see you there. Have a great and healthy new year. And here we go. We got the Griswolds, the Christmas vacation here. I'm giving a fist bump, I think. I don't know what I'm doing.
I struggle with this one. Elfie in the martini glass is just, it's where your eye goes.
It's instantly where I'm just gravitating towards.
I'm telling you.
The gravitational pull. The gravitational pull. That's right, Jed?
Not yet.
The gravitational pull.
Yeah.
Gravitational.
That's it.
That's how you say it?
The gravitational pull.
Gravitational.
Sure.
Yeah.
Gravitational. Okay. The gravitational pull of Elfie in the martini glass is heavy. It's strong.
It's good stuff.
It is good stuff. We got Drew, Blaine, Xwing, and the Griswolds. You love to see it. Hell yeah. Got Uncle Eddie. I believe that's the grandpa. You got Russ. What's the daughter's name? Marjorie?
Maybe?
Marjorie?
Which daughter?
I don't remember.
The daughter.
Eddie's daughter or
there's
no,
one.
No. Clark's daughter.
Okay. I just remember Russ. The other daughter, I don't remember.
I think it's Russ and Helen, and then the boss.
It is funny how they recast the kids in like every movie.
Everyone.
In that series.
Right.
I think these are the best kids, though.
Yeah.
Yes. In Christmas Vacation, this is the best. Russ and I think Marjorie. I think.
It's Audrey. Audrey.
I was close.
That's right.
I was close.
Very close.
With the Dree at the end. Perfect. And obviously the best part, one of the best parts of the calligraphy, and Elfie in the lingerie and in the martini glass.
Oh, yeah. She warps space and time to draw everything closer to her.
Yeah. I mean, it is like, how portraits should be. You go left to right, down the middle to the left, and then back over to the right. Like this is very artistically planned out here. Left to right, diagonal through. I mean, that's how people see pictures and portraits and stuff. So, yeah,
that's right.
Looks good. Looks great.
It's good stuff.
Thank you, Elfie, for the artwork and for the $50 super chat, boys. Let's get a few more and then we'll go into our first topic. Bobo Yogi with the 2 says, ban Dan Vask. No song, no love. Ban him.
What did he do? What did Dan do?
He didn't show up.
He's supposed to have been working on Man Buns Are Gay for about a year and a half now, I think.
Okay.
Oh, at least, yeah.
Yeah.
About a year and a half, because him and Gary were doing that race to 1 million subs, and Gary won. So Dan had they made a bet where Dan had to make a Man Buns Are Gay song, and it's been about a year and a half.
It has been.
It's a lot harder than what Gary had to put up. If you guys remember, he had to sing a Bon Jovi song if he lost. That's not
yeah.
equatable to writing a
on.
whole song and making a
Yeah.
music video.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, all Gary had to do was like karaoke, where
Yeah, basically.
Dan
he
has
hates
to.
Bon Jovi, but still.
Yeah, Dan has to formulate an entire song, so it is hard.
Yeah.
But thank you, Bubba Yogi, for the $2. Cheryl Gopin with the 20 months says, Happy New Year to all of you. Bro Science has become a staple in my life. I have been here for every episode. Wishing you all the best for 2026. Thank you, Cheryl, for the 20 months. Dedication, baby.
86 is a lot. That's impressive.
86 fucking episodes, man.
That's a lot of Beardo, you know? 86.
Too much.
86 of them.
Too much.
You know?
And we still are one of the fastest growing podcasts on YouTube.
That's what
More
they say.
virgins than Bin Laden got.
Yeah, I don't believe in all that. Fake religion. Fake religion. There's only one true God.
Yeah.
And his name is Jesus, and we celebrated his birthday last week.
Mm-hmm.
All right, boys, what do you guys say? Should we get down to it?
Let's do it.
What are we getting down to?
First topic, I guess.
Oh, let's do
First
it.
topic. All right. I haven't watched this whole thing. I like to go into some of these topics similar to you guys and just like go into it blind. So, but I read the caption and I was intrigued. So here we go. This woman posted a video discussing how since 2021, her family has canceled holidays due to illness. This year is no different. She discusses that years ago, the winter holidays were not nearly as interrupted by illness. I truly am just so confused. It was not like this. I wonder why. Real quick, boys, before we get into this and watch this, let's give our predictions. I wonder why. I'll go first. The COVID thing, the shutdown opened up a lot of excuses for people saying, oh, we're not feeling too good. Little Tiffany has a cough, so we're not going to be bothered. We don't want to get anybody else sick. Because let's face it, before that, there were really no excuses. Like, you know, every family has their difficulties, their unwanted aunt, their unwanted grandma, their unwanted cousin or whatever. So, like, while it's fun to get together, there's always that one unwanted that's just, you know, you can kind of do without. Or even going, if you're the one going to the host and you're like, fuck, Courtney's fucking hosting? Gosh, I hate that fucking bitch. Really? That's your cousin. I know, I can't fucking stand her. I can't believe we're related. But that's your family. I know, we have to go. But since COVID, now we have an excuse. And I think that's what we're about to get to right here. What do you guys think?
Very likely. Yeah, because that's it. Like you said, it opened up the door. And also we're in an entire season now of a lot of people being like, if they don't agree, if these people don't agree with you, you don't have to associate with them anymore. You should probably never talk to them ever again. So I'm sure that is also playing a role in it.
Right.
Well, I think you're absolutely right that it's COVID related, especially because there are a lot of people who still believe COVID is a major impact in society, that we've all just forgotten about it and ignoring it, but it's still killing people by the million. There are people like that, which doesn't help that this flu season has been unusually difficult for a lot of people. I heard rumors about like the flu shot didn't do as good of a job this year for whatever
It never
reason.
does.
It never does. I haven't got one since I was in the military when they made me to, and I've been fine. But it depends on the person, I think. But just a lot more people are sick this flu season than normal. They're probably going to blame it on COVID and say, hey, why aren't we blaming it? I think it's more to do with we're still a lot more homebodies the last few years because of COVID. And that diminishes our natural immunity, our resilience to stuff like this. So we're all a lot more vulnerable to illness when it comes around to flu season. So I think it's going to be attributed to everyone still getting COVID, but there's reasonable causes for it.
Mm-hmm. And if you guys don't know how the flu shot works, YouTube, I'm not a doctor. Chat, I'm not a doctor. But sometimes I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay, so this is not medical advice. The flu shot every year is doctors guessing on what strain of the flu is going to be around that year. So they give you a fucking dormant fucking dose of that fucking flu so your body can create the antibodies for it, but it's just a fucking educated guess. So you're putting that virus into your body, and Most of the time, it gets you sick a little bit so that you can get the antibodies for it so that you don't get it worse later on. But it's all just fucking fugazi. It's a fucking wazi woozy. It's a myth. It's fairy dust. It's fucking, it's made up because they're just taking an educated guess on what it is. I got the flu shot once when I was a kid, when I was 9 years old, and that was the sickest I have ever been in my entire life. I thought I was going to die.
Yeah,
like
that's what I was going to say. Most people end up getting it, and actually, my wife, she's a nurse, and she was in what they called like employee health, which was she was the nurse that had to give all the required vaccines to the other nurses and doctors in the hospital. And she said that regularly doctors and nurses in the hospital would be like, can you just shoot mine down the sink? Every time I get one of these, I get fucking sick. Like, just shoot it down the sink.
It's meant to get you sick a little bit so that you don't get worse sick
It's the same
later
principle
on.
as taking your kids to hang out with kids with chickenpox.
With chickenpox back in the day.
It's the same
back
idea.
in the 80s, 90s.
It's inoculation. Yeah. And so
Mm-hmm.
it can be beneficial for some people, but the flu in general is just not a bad enough disease to really warrant this type of behavior. Because vaccines are all kind of on the same strain, kind of the same idea. And we eliminated like measles or whatnot, or polio, a lot of these horrific diseases using these techniques. But I just don't think the flu warrants that reaction, because you're going to get about the same base level of sick without the flu shot as with it. So, yeah, I don't think it's not a bad enough disease for most people. There are exceptions. There are people with autoimmune disorders. There's always exceptions to this, but the average person, I don't think, needs it.
Yeah. Yep. And just to be clear, before we watch this video again, YouTube chat, we're not doctors. This is not medical advice. This is just three dudes just fucking bullshitting and talking. We're all idiots for YouTube's sake. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now that was said, let's go ahead and hear what this lady has to say about her family skipping on Christmas.
Someone please explain this to me. Every single Christmas from 2021, when I had my son, to now, has been canceled because someone is sick. I understand 2021 was like peak COVID. There was a new COVID strain his first Christmas. So of course we didn't go to that one. But literally every single Christmas after that has been, we're leading up to the festivities and then someone has the flu, someone has COVID. I can't even believe I'm saying this, but last year on December 23rd, 2024, I was so effing fed up with this that I made a declaration that Christmas 2025 was going to be a big blowout in our house and that Michael and I were going to host here in our new house. We sent out the invitation to our family 364 days ago. Today is the day before Christmas Eve 2025, and my daughter tested positive for RSV this morning.
I have no clue what that is. RSV?
Yeah,
no fucking clue.
It's a
What
respiratory
the fuck is
thing,
that?
I think, if I remember right.
Okay, great. Grow up.
Yeah,
I think that's it sounds a lot more serious than just an average flu, though.
it's a common
More
like respiratory
pneumonia or
virus.
something. Okay.
Take some fucking vitamin C and zinc.
Mm-hmm.
I am just, listen, obviously Christmas is canceled. No one's coming anymore. There's a baby supposed to be coming, pregnant people coming. We can't do it anymore. But I am truly just so confused. When I was little, we had Christmas Eve at my house every single year without fail. And not once was someone sick and couldn't make it. And if someone was sick and someone had a cold, they were there. And people were just like, okay, don't kiss me. I'm a little sick. I have a cold. Or like, wash your hands. Don't eat off my fork. But it was not like this.
She's right, dude. Back in the day, like back in the 90s and 2000s, bro, like if somebody was sick, it's just like, okay, cool. Like don't hug.
Right.
Obviously, don't share food and stuff like that. But it's like,
Or if
we're
they're
not
puking,
fucking,
like quarantine them. Like you know, it's
like
just,
we're not.
This was also the
canceling
same
this
area
shit.
when you get hurt. You just rub some dirt on it. So.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and you were just like,
Seriously.
everybody gets sick. You're gonna get sick. I'll probably get it next week. Not even being in contact with this kid. Whatever. Who gives a shit? Like it's family.
Mhm.
We're gonna be together. That's life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you, Marc-Andre Roy. Too many pussies. Too many pussies. People are soft, man. We've gotten soft. COVID fucking changed everything where it's just everybody's just hypersensitive to this shit. And I feel bad. Does this chick look absolutely fucking nuts out of her mind? Yeah. Look at her eyeballs. She looks insane. Also, making an assumption here. If her fucking kids are still getting COVID in current year, I'm going to guess that they got the jab. Because what have we learned? People who continue to get COVID post 2020, they probably got the jab and multiple boosters, and they're continuing to get it. I got COVID once, never got the jab, never got it since. And that's the case for a lot of people who didn't get it, who refused. And then there's people who got it, who have gotten COVID multiple times. Funny how that works.
Oh, everybody that I know that got it, their shit's all fucked up.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. And beyond
I was
that,
threatened with dishonorable discharge if I didn't get it, which
in
is
the military,
felony. So
that's insane.
felony. So I got it, and yeah, I think there might be some heart problems with me since then. But yeah, I regret it.
I think almost everybody does. And if people who got it say that they don't regret it, they're lying to themselves. Because deep down, they know they do. And we all know that they do.
Every single Christmas for the past 4 years has been canceled in our family. Are we the only ones that this is happening to? Or like, what is going on?
No, there's no way that she's the only one. There's no way that she's the only one.
Overreacting.
100%, dude. 100%. A lot of people are
well, and the more
just
they
too
behave
sensitive.
like this, the more it's going to become a problem, because that's how you get inoculated. That's how you build immunity, is exposure, just like kids with chickenpox. You do that on purpose to protect them later on in life. So if you're always coddling, quarantining like a maniac for every little flu, you're going to lose all resistance to it, all defenses against it. And when you do get it, it's going to be a lot worse. So the more that they cancel Christmas and other events for this, the more they're going to need to. So yes, she is right. It is snowballing because of people like her terrified after COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Unfortunate.
I'm not a doctor either. I claim no expertise.
None of us are doctors. None
I
of us
actually
are.
have that in a disclaimer of all my videos. I do not claim to be an expert in anything, especially
There you
because I've started talking about science a little bit more. I need to have that.
Yeah, you gotta. You know.
Well, especially like when Jed's talking about the moon landing being fake. I mean, I'm just sitting there and I'm just like,
Yeah,
dude, how do you not believe in the moon
People
landing?
thinking the moon landings are fake. That's what I do. Make fun of flat earthers, moon landings being fake, AI overlords.
Bring me
are
a
coming to
Beardo on.
assassinate us.
Dude, me and Jed have butted heads about the moon landing thing, and we eventually are just like, all right, let's just stop talking about this and move on.
Yeah.
Because
I know it's real.
Jed firmly believes that we've landed on the moon, and I'm not saying that we haven't, but
And
I
can
think it's
counteract any argument against
I
it.
think it is
either now
very
or
interesting, the argument against it, and I do lean towards that we didn't.
You know, Soviet Russia monitored the whole thing with their own equipment and corroborated. So if this was fake to win the Cold War, wouldn't they be the most interested in confirming that it was fake? Not monitoring our TV signals. They monitored our spacecraft. Why
Blaine,
would
where are
Soviet
you at?
Union say yes?
It's
they went
bullshit.
there.
I believe. Listen, Santa's real too, Jed, and I believe in him deeply. And
Hey, Santa's
so
real.
I feel you. He's
I
real,
believe in
dude.
Santa more than I believe in the
Listen,
moon landing.
I saw a video on TV and Santa was in it, and he's real.
That's right. Dude,
You know?
I saw the Santa Claus movie with Tim Allen.
I saw it. Yeah, real. You
Yeah,
know?
dude.
Come on.
The moon landings are fucking real, guys. What's your gold nugget of proof? Because the flag waving one has been debunked a million times. The
I've
shadows
seen
are
that
completely
Mythbusters episode.
explainable. Mhm.
Yeah.
I've seen that
The
Mythbusters
footprints are
episode.
completely explainable. The Russians monitored everything and confirmed everything. They had the best reason to lie against it, but they corroborated the U.S. Why would they? Because the whole argument of why would you fake this was to look good in the Cold War. If your
Okay.
opponent in the Cold War monitors the entire thing with their own equipment and says, yes, you did it,
So
that's clear cut, man.
If we went, and we very possibly could have went, there's a lot of sketchy thing. All the footage is pretty much fake. All the footage
it's
is
not
pretty much fake.
All right, so the frame rate thing is what people talk about a lot. They had to film at a lower frame rate to make the transmission easier. You guys know how...
Okay, you're telling me that some of the footage was not done in a studio? I'm not talking all of it, but most of it was
not
done in a
what the
studio.
broadcasters say is real. There is test footage that they have that they label as test footage. But no, there is footage that was live streamed from the moon.
You're telling
there is
me
footage that was recorded on the moon and brought back and developed here.
That wasn't destroyed through the radiation belt and
all right,
going
the
through
radiation
the atmosphere?
belt is blown out of fucking proportions. You guys
Van Allen
cherry pick
radiation belt.
science. You're like, these scientists say this radiation belt is here, but we're going to ignore them when those same scientists say, hey, it's not that big of a deal. That's called cherry picking. The radiation belt. Do you guys know that you guys receive a massive dose of radiation just living?
Well, yeah. I mean, every time I fire up my microwave.
No, just the open air is irradiated. One of the most irradiated things you can do is fly an airplane. Bananas are radiated, for God's sake. And think about this. Have you ever seen a candle?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a candle, right? And you can pass your finger over a candle going quickly. You don't get burned. Or you put water in your fingers, you put out the candle, right? It's the same idea with the radiation belt. You go through it fast enough with a protective shell that it's not a problem. It's a matter of exposure. Like you hear doctors talk about this all the time. When you're getting x-rays, the person getting the x-ray doesn't need protective equipment. They're going to be fine. But the doctors and the nurses who administer these tests hide behind a wall because it's repeated dosage. The dosage passing through the radiation belt is minuscule because of the protections of the spacecraft and because they're in it for so short of time. They don't orbit in the radiation belt. They cut through it. The radiation belt is not a problem. The same scientists that you guys listen to saying, hey, the radiation belt is a thing, are the same ones saying, yes, and we solved this problem. Why believe a scientist say there's a problem, but not when that same scientist says, here's the solution?
I have a few problems still. The fact that we somehow lost and destroyed the technology and we haven't been back since. That's weird. How do you just fucking lose or destroy the technology on purpose and now you can't replicate it when this was done in the fucking 60s? And
so this is talking about the Saturn V rocket, which is incredibly difficult to build. They haven't lost the knowledge of how to do it. They got rid of the equipment to do it because of how expensive it was.
Another thing,
they don't need it. The space shuttle program replaced what was going on before. The space shuttle mission isn't designed to go to the moon. So it's not that they can't replicate it. It's just they got rid of the stuff to build it actively, quickly.
Do you truly believe that Neil Armstrong dialed up the phone and fucking called JFK or Nixon and said, hey, bro, we're on the fucking moon right now. How you doing?
Yeah.
That's fucking bullshit.
That's how transmissions work.
That is fucking bullshit.
She used a radio signal to contact mission control. And they forwarded it over
fucking way that Neil Armstrong is just
why doesn't that make sense?
Hey, bro, dude, we're on the fucking moon right now. What are you doing?
Why doesn't that make sense? You can talk to someone in fucking Australia.
There's no way.
How do you grasp your head around talking to someone in Australia around the curvature of the Earth? You realize that people have been communicating over long distances for a long time. It's a fucking radio signal. Before you say light delay is a problem, it was, 2.6 seconds of light delay. That's minuscule. That's more than enough to have a conversation with someone. You transmit the radio signal from the lunar module down to mission control, and then they use the traditional telephone signal to get to the White House. That's not all that crazy. We do that every day, using your cell phone to call up a satellite, to call down to a landline. That's the same idea, just on a different scale, and there's nothing stopping scale. With radio signals, they travel at the speed of light, and they're not inhibited by anything in outer fucking space.
I don't know, man. I'm just not buying it.
This is a matter of listening to confident people who just don't understand things. So this is what's the concept called? Personal incredulity. If you're not able to understand something or believe it, you dismiss all of it in its entirety. You just need to learn.
But there are a lot of very credible scientists that say that a lot of the stuff that they tell us is bullshit. So that's the thing.
And can you provide a legitimate example? Because I actually researched this stuff. I watch YouTubers about this stuff. I listen to flat earthers, and every time it's somebody I heard said something who kind of worked for that.
I'm not into the flat earth bullshit.
Flat earthers.
I'm not doing all that.
Space is fake, and moon deniers. They're in the same camp, ignoring evidence. They're ignoring evidence,
group,
using personal incredulity, and just ignoring facts because it doesn't make sense to them. Flat earthers say, I can't see the curve, therefore it can't happen. You guys think,
we're not talking about
the moon's
flat
really
Earth.
far away. No, it's the same idea.
It's not the same idea.
So it's not real. You guys say, oh, the moon's far away. How could a signal get that far? The answer is there. You just need to look
Well, it's
for
not
it.
just that. No, there's a lot more than that. There's a whole lot more. There's a lot of the documented things about all of the people involved in the sketchy shit that they did after the moon landing. And like, have you heard the files?
The documentaries that have been debunked.
No,
You're just listening to people saying things confidently. The moon landing is not fake. The Soviets would have said it was fake because they weren't monitoring our TV transmissions. They were monitoring our spacecraft. And the footage from the moon, because it looks weird, that's because of a frame rate. They did lesser frame rates so that it was an easier transmission to send, and then they sped it up when it received on Earth to transmit it to the public. That's why the footage looks all like jumpy, kind of weird. There's explanations to all of this that are real scientists, that are real scientific explanations. And when people are saying that in chat, I listen to YouTubers who are saying the crazy shit like the Earth is flat to understand their arguments.
Yeah, I'm not in the party of Earth is flat, space is fake, all that bullshit.
It's the same thing. It's ignoring evidence.
But the
it's
fact
listening
that
to confident
we went
people
to the
who are
moon,
wrong. Personal incredulity.
or it's people that believe everything they're shown and told and don't challenge the official narrative on anything.
Does it sound like I'm not challenging? I'm researching. And I research all of this stuff. I do. I try to make accurate space travel for my books. This isn't a matter of just believing anything. There are things that I disagree with. There are scientific theories that I lean one way towards or another. But when it comes to facts and logic, I knew this was going to be controversial coming on here. But yeah, the moon landings aren't fake,
everybody in chat is with you.
Happen.
Me and Blaine are the ones getting roasted. Everybody's with you.
Yeah.
The Van Allen radiation belt, the fake footage, and the fucking phone call from the fucking moon.
Like
down
I said,
to
you're listening
Nixon
to the
and be like,
scientists
"Hey,
say
bro,
the Van
what
Allen
up, dog?"
radiation belt is real are the same ones saying this is how we solved it. Why are you cherry picking what these scientists are saying about the Van Allen radiation belt? The radiation belt, just like the candle, they're going through it so quickly. If they orbited inside the radiation belt, that would be a massive fucking problem.
So the logic that I've heard about the radiation
over
belt,
the fire, you're not burnt.
So the logic I've heard about the radiation belt, the Van Allen radiation belt, is that to safely pass through it, through the rotation, is every couple of centuries there's a pocket where you can go through it at its thinnest point. You're still going through it, but you're going through it at its thinnest point where it's not doing an incredible amount of radiation damage through you. And with how many centuries it takes to do that, it's during that time period, it would have been impossible.
That's talking about going through as an individual unprotected person. Those periods of lesser, like those, everything goes through cycles when it comes to astronomy. The sun does 11-year cycles. Our magnetic sphere goes through cycles, and the radiation belt is no different. So there are dips in its radiation density when a human being could pass through it in a spacesuit. But we're talking about a spacecraft specifically designed for it, people going through it at such high speeds that it doesn't become a problem. That candle metaphor is the perfect one. If you put your hand on a candle, you're going to get burned. If you swipe it through, you're going to be fine. And especially if you dip your fingers in water, the outside of the spacecraft, you can extinguish it. These are things on such short periods of time with enough protection that this little belt is not that big of a deal. The same scientists who are saying, yes, the radiation belt is real, are the same ones saying, yeah, and this is how we solve it. It's not that big
a question. I'll just ask this.
Conspiracy theories latch onto it, but it's nothing.
Do you think that there's a possibility that they went, but they didn't go when they said they did or in the way they did, and they didn't broadcast it the way they did, televised the way they did? Maybe that was fabricated, but maybe they went at some point or around then or whatever, but what was shown was a production. You don't believe that that's a possibility?
No, well, we went many times. There were several Apollo missions. So,
do you think we haven't been since because what they found on the moon they didn't like?
No, because it's a ball of rock. There's nothing fucking there.
Hold on. Do you
Actually,
think
the moon rings like a bell inside, so it could potentially be hollow.
Do you?
You guys see Moonfall and take it to heart?
No, I've never seen.
Honestly, I have no idea what Blaine's talking about. Do you think that this is a possibility that when they went up there, they did everything for show, for the television? We called Nixon, hey bro, what up? And then go dark, go do some exploring, found something they didn't like, took the information back, and it's like, fuck, we probably shouldn't fucking do this anymore.
No, they went back like 3 times after that.
Well, yeah, I mean, you only have so much time you can be up there. So they needed to get as much
they
information
went up
as
there,
possible.
got a bunch of samples, and then they realized, hey, it's just a bunch of rocks. We don't have the technology to make moon bases yet, which we're still struggling to figure out.
Maybe
the
the
point?
aliens
They just go back.
Maybe the aliens were like, "Hey, bro, we need to have a longer conversation. You got to go. Come back a few more times, and then we'll end the conversation."
No, I don't believe
that was sarcasm, by the way.
It's hard to tell when you say things of equal insanity. Differentiating the serious from the sarcastic is difficult. But yeah, the radiation belt, not a problem. The flag.
I just love how
it makes
passionate
sense.
Jed is about this, and
because
how
I fight conspiracy theorists on this all the time.
He's like the.
I really
like
don't see a difference
Alex
between
Jones.
flat
He's the
earthers
Alex
and
Jones
moon
for science.
landing deniers.
You don't see a difference, really?
I don't, because it's the same
wild.
mentality.
I'm not saying that it
personal
doesn't exist. I'm
incredulity.
not saying that the Earth is flat. I'm not saying that space is fake. I'm
I
not
see them as
saying none of
equivalent
this.
conspiracy
I'm just
theories.
saying that I find it hard to believe that we went to the moon. Because we haven't been back. You have the fucking smartest man on the
Because
planet
there's
with
not a
all the
reason to
fucking
go
money,
back.
with all the fucking money.
Elon's
But that's what
going
he's
back.
trying to do.
I
he's
am
going back with
saying
Artemis
that
to make a
space
moon
is
base.
fake. We live in a simulation.
Yeah,
We might
we're
be
living in the
robots.
Matrix.
We listen.
It's the
It's
same
all
level.
possible, Jed. It's all possible. You need to expand your mind, brother.
Wait.
I haven't
How-
taken enough mushrooms for that to work.
Wait,
I
how
sure
about
have,
this, Jed?
and I
How
can
about this,
tell
Jed?
you.
What if we are the aliens?
We could.
I mean,
be the
technically, we
aliens,
are. Everything
What
is
if we're
alien.
what if we're
to
the
somewhere.
aliens? What if we originated on a different planet? We colonized here because it was the only planet that could actually inhabit the aliens, the humans that we were before on that planet, and then we came here.
Well, there's evidence against part of what you're saying, but there is a scientific theory that says the initial blueprints of life, the initial single-cell organisms arrived on an interstellar object like a small asteroid or something like that that created initial life. So that is entirely plausible. But the idea of being humanoid aliens on another world with advanced technology falls apart when you see the fossil records of evolution over the millennia, of how we have genetic links to things that evolved from this very planet. But the initial small single-celled organism, that is a legitimate theory in scientific community.
Which, by the way, I want to make it clear, I don't believe in that. I believe in creation. So
They're not mutually exclusive. There are a lot of Christians who believe in evolution.
Evolution and creation go hand in hand.
Yeah, I'm
Hand
not
in hand.
saying that.
Do I think we fucking evolved from apes? Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not. But like with plants and trees and fucking birds and stuff and like, yeah, there is fucking things evolve.
There's
There
evolution,
is evolution
already in just a recorded history. I mean,
But
the
did
average
humans-
height was a lot lower 100, 200 years ago, and even
Yeah.
further before that.
Did-
We evolved in our height based on our environment. The same
Of
thing
course.
on a millennia to a millions of years scale.
dude,
shows
I mean,
even more drastic difference.
100%, dude. Look at black people. I mean, like in Africa, they're running away from fucking lions and fucking cheetahs and pumas and shit. No wonder they're the fucking best athletes in the world. Because their ancestors were running away from
I was really
fucking-
wondering where this was headed. I was getting worried.
dude, let's be fucking honest here, boys. Let's be honest. Why are black people's dicks so big? Because the fucking black chicks, their asses are so fat. You got to have a long dick to fucking fit it in there. You know what I'm saying? Evolution exists, but did we evolve from apes? Absolutely fucking not.
You can accept the microcosms of evolution over a few hundred centuries. And for the chat, people pointed out the average height was lower in the past. I'm not saying that it was impossible for taller people. There's always outliers. But if you can accept evolution on a small scale over the last few hundred years, take that amount of tiny changes and put it on millions and millions of years worth of scale, and a lot of things can change. If so much happens within a few centuries, imagine what can happen in a few million years. It's the same thing with dogs. What were dogs fucking looking like 100 years ago? We took over their evolution and made them what they are in just a century. Now, with random selection, it takes a lot longer than that, but the same thing that happened to dogs can happen to other species over millennia of evolution. It's the time scale that's hard to wrap your mind around, but with the time scales involved, we can have evolved from anything.
Unless you
adaptation
don't
is a subset
believe
of
what they
evolution.
say about time. Jed, do you know about the mud flood? Let's talk about the mud
I
flood.
do know
Let's
about the
really-
mud floods.
I
There
know
is not
nothing
a
about the mud flood.
It states that about 150 years ago, I believe, there was a massive, almost world-spanning, super advanced, like well beyond us, technological empire that
Hold on,
ruled
real
the
quick,
world.
real quick.
The Tartarians.
Faith Thomas,
Tartarians,
Beardo, as a
exactly.
black woman, you got me ugly crying. Facts are facts.
But yeah, the Tartarians, and they were wiped out for whatever reason. There were mud floods that buried their civilization, and then the Illuminati or somebody came together and made up all of human history to make the super advanced people not exist.
Well, it wasn't the Illuminati, it was Jews.
I mean, it wasn't them.
The Illuminati is just a funny one.
Sarcasm.
To blame for all of this, but all these conspiracy theories, they rely on hundreds to thousands to even millions of people to be working together for virtually no reasonable end. So yeah, the Tartarian, those mud floods, it relies on every scientist who study archaeology, everyone who does history, every single person who does any research, anyone with a fucking shovel to participate in this lie that human history was poor compared to what we are now. It's bizarre. The mud floods.
I admire you so deeply, Jed, to just believe the narrative, brother.
Okay, how about
Believe
this?
that the mud floods aren't real?
Dinosaurs.
Weren't
Yes.
real. Never happened.
So the Bible does speak about behemoths.
They do.
They speak about
And
behemoths.
giants.
And giants.
And aliens.
Behemoths, giants, giant creatures. But a lot of the fossils that we see in the museums, the Smithsonian and stuff, is all resin. It's all fake. And none of it's fucking real. Everything that you have seen with your own eyes in any kind of fucking museum, I don't care how fucking old the museum is, the best museum in the fucking world that you go to, if you're looking at a fucking dinosaur fossil, it's fake. It's a fucking resin fucking copy.
That's not true. Some of them are to make good displays, but there are actual bones. They're not. If you see a full, complete dinosaur skeleton, most likely, most if not all of that is fake, because we always find fragments or broken bones or stuff like that.
All right.
But there are
some mutual ground
ones.
here.
Yeah, but there in museums there are actual fossils, there are actual bones. They're just not the crazy displayed ones where they're like all pinned together and like that. Like if you see a full skeleton posing, that one's fake. That one was made for a display.
Also, the Big Bang Theory, Big Bang, that's God. That's God.
And scientists don't argue against that. And scientists actually, this is a big thing with a misunderstanding among normal people. Scientists don't believe the Big Bang was the start of creation. They say that is the farthest back that we can track everything. We don't know what happened before that. So it's not, scientists aren't saying that's the creation of the universe. That's the creation of what we know as the universe. And the Big Bang, the term, wasn't actually created by scientists. It was created by a monk or a religious figure making fun of the theory, and it just stuck, and scientists just had to accept that. But scientists didn't initially call it the Big Bang Theory. They are not calling it the creation of the universe. It's the formation of the world or the universe as we can perceive it as. And scientists are very clear about, we're not saying what created that. We're not saying it's not God. We're not saying that there wasn't something beforehand. This is just the earliest event that we can pinpoint.
Yeah, because I mean, like, if God's gonna be like, yeah, life, planets, boom, obviously there's gonna be a fucking like fuck.
Sure, absolutely.
An explosion, a bang. That's what would happen. Fuck, I had another fucking point. Shit, I forgot about it. I'll remember, maybe. Anything else? Any other conspiracy theories that we should think of?
Oh, no, you don't want to get me started. And all of them will rile Jed up. I know. Listen, for me, it's just, I don't trust any of the narrative. I will entertain just about anything. It doesn't mean I will believe anything.
Oh, I will entertain it as entertainment. Absolutely.
Hey,
That's
what
why
up,
I
Sundowners Club? Sundowners Club says, I like this Jed guy. What up, Sundowners Club? You know what I actually might believe in more than dinosaurs? What dinosaurs might have been? I find it very interesting. I do find it very interesting. In a lot of these depictions, cave drawings, you know, a lot of fucking ancient books, fucking dragons with wings and shit, fucking fire breathing and shit. For thousands of fucking years, we see these fucking drawings of these fucking creatures that are fucking dragons. Like, what the fuck happened to them? What happened to them? What's going on? It's not like these people just fucking came up with this on their own. They had to have seen something, because everything that we dream of, that we imagine, is something that we have seen in some sort of art or one or another. But to create that art, you have had to have seen something close enough to it to come up with that. So when we have all these fucking ancient art of these fucking dragons, what the fuck happened?
Well, and it translates through different societies too.
But
Yes,
they're
there is differences in every
always in
society.
dragon serpent form.
So they're in serpentine form, but like ancient Greek dragons, they didn't have wings or legs. They're just basically giant snakes. Chinese dragons are very different from what a traditional English dragon
Some of
would
them
look
don't
like.
have arms. Some of them do have
Yeah,
arms.
there's
Some
a
of
lot
them,
of
their
variety,
arms are on
but-
their fucking wings and shit.
But I am actually a big proponent of a lot of things from mythology were inspired by real world events or creatures or stuff like that. Because, I mean, even in the smallest scale, weather was a big deal to ancient societies. And so they attributed this life-giving force of weather to deities like Zeus or whatnot. So the idea of there being dragons, it's not possible. I think the mechanics of their size versus wings make it unlikely that they were flying dragons. But I could believe that there were dinosaur-like creatures that resembled dragons that coexisted with humans at one point. There isn't fossil records to counteract that. There's not historical evidence to counteract that or support it. It's one of those things where it's a neutral idea that's fun to theorize about and could go absolutely either way. I think the biggest problem is their sheer scale. The type of wings that they would need to have to actually fly are something that we can't currently comprehend of. So I would see them as flightless dragons. But yeah, no, dragons could absolutely have been real based on the evidence that we have currently.
It's interesting, man. It's interesting. But no, I don't think we went to the moon.
Nope, we didn't go.
I'm just being a dick, Chad. I'm sorry. But I'm on
Me
the
too,
fence
Chad.
about it. I'm on the fence about it. I don't believe. I like questioning
Let me ask you,
it.
what level of evidence would you need to say that we actually went to the moon? Because we have witness statements
To
from
see it with
Apollo
my own
astronauts.
I want to
eyes.
see it with my
you
own
would have
fucking
to go
eyes.
to the moon. You would have to physically go to the moon.
No.
and see
Pretty
the moon
much.
landing site.
I
would.
want to see Elon Musk on the moon with his fucking flamethrower gun, fucking firing his fucking flamethrower. There's no oxygen in space, but I think Elon could do it.
He could probably do it.
I mean,
Yeah.
there wouldn't be a flamethrower, but yeah, he in conjunction. So Elon is working on 2 separate projects to Mars right now. He is doing his own project that we know where he wants to kind of straight shot it to Mars and get people on there in the next 20 years, we'll say. But he's also working in conjunction with the Artemis project at NASA. And Artemis is Artemis 2, I think, is what they're on currently. Their mission is just to go back to the moon, like the Chinese, or I believe it was the Japanese government. That's what it was. The Japanese government just went back to the moon, went to the South Pole, and we got full footage of that. Artemis with SpaceX is trying to get back to the moon. They'll build a moon base there, and then NASA is going to use that as the stepping stone to get to Mars. So we can absolutely see Elon on the moon in the near future. And in the next 10 years, I think it's pretty easy to bet that Elon will be on the moon. And I'm one of those weird people. If Elon or really anybody else came up to me and it's like, hey, do you want to get in a spaceship and go that way till you die? Do you want to go? I'm going to fucking go. I don't care which direction he pointed as long as it wasn't directly at the sun.
Oh, dude, I couldn't, dude.
I'd do it.
I couldn't do it. I'm good.
I'd colonize Mars. I'd colonize the moon. I'd do it all. I don't know what I'd be useful as besides a storyteller, but
I just want to
That's
keep
if you
my
make it-
fucking, I want to keep my boots on the ground, bro. I'm good.
That's right.
All
We'll
right,
just be
they're
laughing
saying
at.
it. They're saying it in the chat. I knew this was going to come up. The waving flag, like Beardo said, they talked about it on Mythbusters. The amount of waving it does actually makes more sense in a vacuum than it does on Earth. There's a bar across the top of the flag so it can pose.
Yes.
And has anyone stuck something into the ground? You stick it into the ground and then you kind of twist it down. That is the natural human thing. Like if you're building fence, that's what I did. You give it that extra twist. So astronauts did that, twisted it, and it flopped. But on Earth, air resistance would catch the waving flag and gradually slow it. The waving was aggressive and for a while.
It's momentum.
Because, yeah, it's momentum that isn't being contradicted by atmosphere. So the fact that it's waving so much is more indicative of a no atmosphere than atmosphere. Because, and a breeze would be blowing it consistently in one way. It was equally aggressive in both directions.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
I'm not
one of the easiest to
arguing
debunk.
against you, man. I'm not arguing against you. I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence. I'm not
When there's a
arguing one
Hooters
or
on the
each
moon,
way.
you'll believe it.
I just like questioning it. You know.
I think
I like
everything should be
the
questioned.
debate.
Everything.
Yeah.
I mean, everything should be questioned when you don't have all the evidence. That is how science is done. Is you repeatedly test something, a hypothesis.
That's how it's
turn it
supposed to be
into a
done.
theory.
The problem is that scientists now have a motivation to not be honest across the board due to funding. And this goes, a prime example is COVID, right? And this continues over and over again where we don't tend to go back to step one for anything, right? Because we start at step 23 or wherever, right? Because funding doesn't want to start by step one of people, the companies, the people that pay the money so scientists are now at a point where they are incentivized to not do science the way that it's supposed to be done and or to say things in a certain way to make things present in a certain way because of where the money's coming from. That's my
I can
biggest issue with
absolutely
a lot of
agree that
scientific
funding can affect things more for some people than other people, and absolutely that's something to
Right.
contend with. But we shouldn't always go back to step one when that research has been done. Once something has been peer reviewed, repeatedly tested, like the theories of Einstein, you need to base yourself on those assumptions being true, those theories being true, and build from there so that you can make progress. If we're constantly going back to step one, you're repeating a lot of territory. But once they're rigorously tested, you need to operate as if they're true unless you have a legitimate reason to question them. So, yes, scientists is done through questioning, trial and error over and over again, and rigorous peer reviewing. Absolutely. But once that has been done, you need to move forward with it as the truth until something new has been discovered. Otherwise, you'll be wasting a lot of time, and our
what you're
progress as a
saying is
species will grind to a near halt.
We landed on the moon. The next step is to land on the sun.
No.
I encourage it. I think we should.
I think we should try.
I
Give it
haven't
the
seen
good
I
old
mean,
college try.
We need to get close to there for a Dyson sphere to be real. And if we ever want to harness the power of the sun, we need to get very close. So, you know,
we need
but
some
actually
more...
landing.
Dude, if we can get that Dyson sphere and make some powerful vacuums, dude, that'd be fucking awesome.
It would be.
Dude, I don't know, man. I think we should just give it a shot and land on the sun. Why not?
That's right.
You want to volunteer? It's a one-way trip.
I think Kamala should volunteer.
I think she should.
Yeah, we'll get Jeff Bezos' wife, Katy Perry. We'll get Kamala, Hillary, AOC. We'll get all of them. Ilhan Omar, Islam Omar. And we'll get them. We'll be like, hey, foolproof plan. We're landing on the sun.
See what happens.
Yeah, why not?
They'll be blind when they come back, at least. Nothing else.
Right. That's if they make it through the firmament, Jed.
That's a flat
that's
Earth thing.
that's if they get through the Van Allen radiation belt. Let's see if they can make it through that radiation belt. And if they can, I'll believe in the moon landing. 100%.
The Van Allen belt we can absolutely get through. That's not the technology that they no longer have that they're talking about. They're specifically talking about the Saturn V rocket.
For the sun landing.
Sun landing fun. Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Hell yeah. Oh man, that was fun. That was a good conversation. Although we got nowhere.
No.
It was fun.
I feel
DJ Kompas with a proper $199 super chat, space science tax, and thanks for a fun year of bro science. Thank you, DJ Kompas.
Let's go.
Is that you, Mike C? I think that's you, Mike C. Mike C?
Stupid fucking YouTube things has ruined this.
I know.
I know.
So annoying.
I know. I think that's you, Mike C. Thank you for the $199. You love to see it for the Sun Landing Fund. Thank you, Mark Andre Roy. Shout out, man. Shout out. Golden Nuggets with a 10 says, Happy New Year. Just found out my sister is pregnant by the new guy she's seeing after breaking up with the father of her first child. It's about to go off with my family. Fuck.
Rough.
How's the new guy? Is he better than the old guy?
Right.
That's the question. But it seems a little quick. Just saying, seems a little quick. Good luck with that. Good luck with that, Golden Nuggets. Thundarius with a $10 says, hail to the bro science brethren. Hope your 2025 wraps up better than Jed's dad. And that your 2026 is as wonderful as Sydney Sweeney's assets. Even though he isn't here, I need one more X-Game. Thank you for the $10, Thundarius. Elite Super Grunt with an 8 months says, hail to the bros of the science. Happy New Year. Looking forward to a whole new year with the coolest dudes on the web. You're damn right. You're damn right.
That's it.
Thank you for the 8 months. And Jeanette with a gifted FearTheBeardo membership. Thank you, Jeanette. Steel Leg with a $5. Thanks for everything. Thanks for everything. You are one who helped push my channel over 500 subs. Thank you so much. I can never thank you enough. I'm close to 900 subs. 34 left to go. Go subscribe to Steel Leg of History.
Good job,
get them
buddy.
to 900. Thank you. Congratulations, man. Thank you, Steel Leg.
Yeah.
Congratulations in advance. Draken with a 1 to 9 says, does Jed have an X account?
I do. It's at @_frontiers. Unfortunately, Endless Frontiers was taken. So yes, it's @_frontiers.
That's right. It's at Flat Earther for Life. That's a 4 and then LYFE. Flat Earther
At
for Life.
space is fake.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's
the Flat Earthers are entertaining as fucking shit. There's one that I was watching for research that believes pandas are fake to convince people that Asia is real.
I've seen that.
I know that one.
I've seen that pandas are fake. It's just people
Penguins
in
are
fucking
fake,
fursuits.
real too.
Mhm.
Just everything
Makes
that
sense.
isn't a North American animal is fake to convince Americans the rest of the world is real.
That makes sense.
I think that's
Have you
fucking
heard all the
hilarious.
crazy ginger conspiracies? I got some really good ones on those.
Ooh,
Whoa.
I haven't heard many
Okay.
recent ones. I know like
Okay,
the
hold
old
on,
vampire
hold on.
witchy
Hey,
stuff.
I have to go
Yeah,
pee.
No,
I
no.
have to go pee.
I got
Hold
you.
off on that thought. Let's get some super chats. Biggles mess for 28 months, by the way. Biggles, you're gay. Sounds gay and retarded. Biggles, you're gay. Thank you for the 28 months. Now, and Jeanette. I'll be right back.
Where are we at? Where are we? Ann Jeanette. Okay, there we go. Yep. So Ann Jeanette for 35 ZAR. That is where is that? Is that I'm trying to remember where she's out of. Is that Africa somewhere or something? I think. Anyways, I don't know. 35 somethings from somewheres. From Ann Jeanette saying, Happy New Year's, everybody. Wishing y'all a kick-ass 2026. Still the best community on YouTube. And that's obviously true, Ann Jeanette. The best.
You are correct. It is South Africa is where
That's what I thought so. I was pretty sure that's where she was out of, but I didn't want to be wrong. But and we got Marc-Andre Roy for 199 says justice for Xwing half 5 Xwing half. Is that how we're doing it now? Xwing half?
Xwang, get the fuck out.
Wang half? I do have him saved in my phone as Xwang.
Xwang.
It gives me a good chuckle every time I see a message. It's good. It's good. Because he gives me plenty of shit, so he deserves it. And we got it's these names, man. Who is the SCDB615? We got 2. Says justice for Xwing. Long live Locals 5. Yes, exactly.
He does
Exactly,
deserve
and
an apology.
Yeah, for sure. We do miss the Wang, but he's living it up, hanging out with probably thonged women on the beach down in South America or whatever they do down there. And we got Joan Lovelace, 733845 says, best New Year to the gentleman. Thank you, Joan. Thanks a whole bunch. And a great New Year to you, too. Because, yeah, we're getting close, which I just got a message from one of our Criticless users who's in Australia. And he's like, I guess it's already for them because we live in the past. Or, right? Is that right? Yeah, we're living in the past. They're living in the
compared
freaking
to them.
It's already the New Year's in Australia and other parts of the world, and we're just living in the Stone Age.
Dickheads.
Yeah, that's right.
Time zones can be weird, yeah.
Yeah, time zones and time travel.
Oh, do they? They think they're special? They're already in 2026?
Yeah, time travel.
Do they not realize that America runs the world?
We're the center of the universe, actually.
Like, whether they like it or not, we are.
Yeah, we are.
And some of them will get very upset. They're like, you think America is fucking better than everything? Yeah, that's what being American is, okay?
That's
we
right.
speak English, red, white, and blue, baby. Guns, hamburgers, hot dogs, football, baseball, Chevrolet, okay?
Yep. And our toilets flush the right way, not backwards.
Right.
Like a bunch of
right.
idiots.
We drive on the right side of the road. Okay.
Dude,
We do.
When I went to Scotland
control
earlier
everything.
this year, I had to drive on the left side of the road. It was weird, but you adapt to it so fucking quickly. Even just the
You do.
drive back to the hotel, my brain got it. It worked, and I figured it out. The weirdest part was remembering which lane was the fast lane or not. That one was the one
The
I was
question,
having trouble with.
were you driving a manual?
No.
So-
I knew that they do manuals a lot over there, so I specifically asked for an automatic. I know how to drive a manual. I was trained on it, at driver's ed or whatnot, but it's been so long that
Right.
I don't want to worry about driving on the left side of the road and rebuild that muscle memory at the same time. So yeah.
Oh no, it's wild. And because the shift pattern is the exact same, but you're going left-handed
Oh.
and inwards. So first
That
gear's
will
all the
fuck
way
you
away.
up.
And you're coming in, but I wanted to do it because it was a great
Mm.
excuse that my wife couldn't drive the whole trip, So
No, that
Hell yeah.
no,
Yeah, you know what I'm
driving in
saying?
Scotland was great. They are the nicest drivers I've ever come across. Like they have traffic because it's
Really?
a lot of people condensed in areas, but they know what the right of fucking way is.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Right.
beautiful. They were
well,
the
they got
best
all those.
drivers I've
Are they
driven
like
with.
Ireland with all the roundabouts, and you got roundabouts on roundabouts?
Pretty much all of Great Britain, the UK, they all do the roundabouts everywhere. It's weird
Yeah.
to see a stoplight. Glasgow was the only place we found stoplights. Most of them were the flashing red ones anyway, so it's just a
Right.
stop sign.
Well, the problem with driving in Florida, and thank you, John Lovelace, for the $5. The problem with driving in Florida is there's a lot of illegals, undocumented, who probably never driven in their life, but they find a way to get a car out here, and
Mhm.
they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Driving on the wrong side of the fucking road, doing some crazy shit, dude.
It's awful.
Yeah.
It's 100% true. I'm not saying who
Yeah.
these people are, but there's a lot of bad drivers here for whatever.
No, it's foreigners. It's the illegals. It's people from fucking Cuba, Puerto Rico, fucking Colombia. Like it's all of them. They're all coming here, undocumented, illegals. They fucking swam here, and they fucking get a car, and they don't know what the fuck they're doing, and it's madness. It's a fucking zoo.
Well, do you know why Mexico never does well at the Olympics?
I know this
Why?
one, but I'm forgetting why.
Well, because everyone who can run, jump, or swim is already here.
Yeah,
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
There it is,
Mhm.
baby. There it is. I got a good one. This is a bad one. A Mexican person and a black person jumps off a building. Who was the ground first? Who gives a fuck? All right.
Oh no.
I was gonna say the black person because they're taller, but damn.
Thunder Ducky with the 7 months says, fuck, marry, kill. Claire Redfield, Sydney Sweeney, or Haley Atwell? Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm
that's a good
marrying
one.
Haley Atwell. That's just an easy one. Fuck Claire
Yeah.
Redfield and kill Sydney Sweeney.
I'm gonna.
What?
I'm gonna. Whoa.
Yeah,
said-
I think she needs a bag over her head, and that's too much work.
Who? Sydney Sweeney?
Yeah.
Whoa.
You got a rock and ba, just need a bag.
Whoa. Jed
face
just said
just
the
doesn't-
moon
it's not
landing's
there.
real and Sydney Sweeney's ugly.
Yeah.
Her face is. Her tits and her body are rocking.
Whoa.
Oh,
Okay.
this guy. Listen.
Okay.
If we could all have hot takes like Jed, I'm telling you, this guy.
Okay. I'm gonna marry Haley Atwell. Fuck Sydney
Yeah.
Sweeney, and sorry, Claire Redfield, you got to go.
Yeah, I'm with you, Beardo. Same lineup there.
Yeah. Thank you, Thunder Ducky, for the 7 months. Jesus with the 2 says, what the fuck, Beardo? Time for some Coors Lights. Thank you for the 2. I got the mountains are blue, baby. Mountains are blue.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is coming from the man who didn't like Jaws.
I didn't say that I didn't
snuck
like
one in there.
That's a low blow, Jed. We don't talk about that around here.
I'm
I
sorry, I didn't
said
get the rules. They weren't.
it was
faxed
that's
over
the
correctly.
rules, Jed. I just said it was me.
Will.
I didn't say I didn't like it.
Will from Game On. Who the hell is looking at her face? Great point, Will.
It's true.
That is a great point.
Right.
Thank you. 2 points. 2 great perky points right there. That dude with a 199 says, Hail Beardo. Fuck. I was going to talk about this one, but I don't know. We've talked about it a lot. It's a single mom's argument. I don't like doing it. It gets a lot of people fucking stirred up and upset and stuff. So we'll pass on that one for today.
Okay. I did find something for you if you didn't have anything else, by the way.
I do have this. I have this. The fucking music. I hate the fucking music. Divorce glow up. She looks like a completely different person. Oh boy. Here we go. This is going to get us fucking going here. Not in a good way. Okay, so divorce. So sorry, married, divorce. Divorced. Here we go.
So she used her alimony for plastic surgery.
So, boys, here's the problem. Why? How about, first of all, I wonder why she got divorced. Probably because when she was married, she looked like that. She looked like that. That's why divorce probably was one of the problems, is because she looked like this. And then, oh, my husband didn't want me anymore. I didn't live up to the expectation, to the promise, to the vows that I made on our wedding day. Now that we're divorced, now I'm going to put in the effort. And now I'm going to try to fucking, maximize my looks, my appeal, my attractiveness. This is ass backwards thinking. This is terrible. This is vomit. This is puke. She should be ashamed of herself. And honestly, good riddance. Good fucking riddance, because all of this effort that you did to get back into the dating scene, to be appealing to men, why didn't you just do that to your husband, for your husband, when you looked like this? This is pathetic.
You just didn't care. She didn't care when she was with him, and then you left him, and then you decided to give a shit. That's wild. That is just and that's the thing. Take note. If you see a chick that does this, just know there's the glow up, but she can always go right back to where it was.
100%. Once that ring's on the finger,
easier to backslide.
Once the ring is on the finger, she's going from this back to that.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's not like she put in a whole lot of work. It's mostly makeup at the end there. Yeah, she lost a little bit of weight, but yeah, makeup is a lie.
Oh, yeah.
There's definitely some plastic surgery. There's some Botox in there. I can't stand Botox looks. I can't stand plastic surgery.
It's
demon, like I'm out.
It's how the photo's taken, which I think she did. She got some under the neck stuff done for sure.
She got some under the neck stuff in her cheeks.
That's true. Yeah, seen that side by side. 100%.
Her cheeks for sure. She probably got a facelift of some kind and some cheek fillers or whatever. This is sad, bro. This is sad.
I still don't think she's hot afterward.
Ladies, and including gentlemen too. Gentlemen out there, like, do your best for your fucking spouse that you're with, girlfriend, boyfriend. Try to do your best, bro, because like bad things happen because I'm gonna assume that when they first got together, besides the plastic surgery, this happens more often than not. You get into the relationship, you're at your peak, and then you date, you get comfortable, you get married, have children. Then it slides down to this. You still need to date your spouse. You still need to put in the effort to be appealing, sexually appealing for your spouse. That goes for the men and the women. Fucking take care of yourself.
100%.
It's sad, man.
That's wild.
Try to be as worthy for your spouse on the day you die as the day you married them.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, boys. Let's see what we got here. We got a lot of super chats, guys. You guys are gonna have to slow down. You guys are gonna have to slow down.
We haven't even got to the ginger conspiracy theories.
Oh, Blaine, gingers, go.
Listen, this one's wild. I'll have to find it. I had a buddy of mine actually listen to it. I found a podcast of some people talking about it. But the whole scheme here is that it's more of like a bloodline type thing, and that you guys are actually like somehow, it's like a totally different species essentially. but still humans technically, but that you guys are, it's almost like having different like cognitive abilities and stuff, and are kind of operating at a different frequency than a lot of other humans. It's wild. I'll try and
on
dig
a
it up.
genetic level. That is actually true. We have
Right.
mutated genes. We actually
You're right.
have different mutated genes.
Yes,
We're technically
and yeah.
mutants.
From the Van
Yeah.
Allen radiation belt?
Yes.
Right. That's
Explain these
That's
mutated
exactly.
genes. What
The
happened?
Van Allen belt just kind of lowers down to Earth every so often, plants some gingers. And
Did
comes back up.
gingers exist before Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong?
they might not have.
I think Scotland's pretty certain that they did, but who
Okay.
knows?
Can we trust
Okay.
that though? They're across the planet. You know what I'm saying?
No, and they're not real. Remember, Flat Earth says there's just North America and the mud plug. That's all that there is.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Okay, so that's it. That was just the ginger.
No, there's
I
debate?
was
there's
hoping
a lot
for
more
something
to
on
it.
the
No.
level of being a black person. That was world changing for me.
Yeah. No, there's a lot to it. But it's been a long time since I've dug into it. I found it fascinating back when I discovered it. But
So what is the mutation? What sparked the mutation? What was it? What is the
adaptation.
origin?
Like 99% of redheads originate from Scotland and Ireland,
And it's a dominant trait.
No, it's recessive.
Really?
You have to have both parents have to carry that gene to make a ginger baby. Like that's why it's thinning out. It is a dying species. I'm actually
I don't know if that's true.
I'm one of the rarest human beings on Earth with red hair and blue eyes. The two least likely things in combination. So yeah, redheads are actually dying. Ireland, I think it is. It might be Scotland, but I'm pretty sure it's Ireland, is offering special breeding passes for foreign redheads to come immigrate there to keep the redhead population up. It's on the decline.
Do it.
Because it's so recessive.
Do it.
If it's Scotland, I would 100% do that. I fucking
Just
love
fucking
Scotland.
go into a jar, bro.
Right.
Repopulate Scotland. That's what I'm going to do with Japan.
You should probably repopulate the sun. You know, we were already talking about going there. That's maybe where all you guys should.
repopulate.
Right.
You know, they could have been there
it-
before.
Gingers are aliens. We came from the sun. We're sun people.
Listen, I think we're on to
You
something.
never know. You never know.
Yeah. I can believe it.
Interesting.
I'll have to find that podcast episode though. I'll send it to you because it is fascinating and it's really funny. Because I have a buddy that is also like blue-eyed, full-blown ginger, and I sent it to him, and he was like, "Dude, this shit's wild."
Well,
But it's been
and I've also
years.
seen studies that have more brunette men with brown hair, through breeding, have red beards. Because
red beards are kind of their own thing.
Red beards
Right.
is maybe that's where I was getting confused with the dominant recessive stuff. That red beards through breeding, like more brunette men grow red beards, and eventually every single dude is going to have red beards.
That one is completely separate, and I could see, I think it is dominant because it's way
wild.
more common. So,
I mean, I got fucking red beard hairs. Like in here, like on my sides, I'm mostly brown, like really dark brown. But like right here, I'll get the reds. My brother, he was a blonde growing up. Now he's got brown hair, but his beard, it's not quite your red, but it's red. He's got a
Really?
red beard.
Yeah. I was actually shocked because, you know, I told you I was maybe going to grow a beard out over Christmas break, and I did for a while. It got fairly long, and then I cut it off again. But mine used to be a lot more blonde, and I let it grow out this time, and my hair keeps getting browner. My beard it used to be like all blonde, and now it's just getting more brown. It's like, as I age, it's color changing. I just have like crazy blonde random hairs all over the place.
if you ever come across the ginger child, apologize to them. Or give them a hug. Be nice to them, because people will randomly come up to them and stroke their hair without asking. That happened to me a lot growing up. Sometimes they would ask permission, but it's just old ladies come up with your hair is so beautiful. I love red hair. Like, lady, I'm 9. Don't touch a 9-year-old without permission.
Right.
There's
Just like
some
black
weird
people in their
shit.
hair, how they don't like it to be touched. And they
It's not
say
that I don't
you guys,
care about my hair being touched. I
they've
just
adopted you guys.
want
actually.
them to ask. They have.
So
It's very nice. I got my N-word pass and everything.
yeah,
My buddy in California is a full-blown ginger. His wife is blonde hair, like blondish brunette. They have a kid. Full-blown ginger.
Nice.
Super ginger.
So they both have ancestors who had red hair.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know.
I'm probably going to have ginger kids. My wife has some ginger on her family side. So when it's the combination of them, it becomes very likely. But without the combination, probably not going to happen. Of course, can, but it's incredibly unlikely.
Okay. Jesus with the 2 says, New Year's Eve, time for some cigars and whiskey. Have fun, brother.
Oh, yeah.
Have fun. Breezy Comics and Collectibles within 8 months says, hope you boys have a great 2026. I'm starting 2026 with a promotion and a big salary increase, so I'm happy. Congratulations, dude. Congratulations, man. That's awesome. Thank you for the 8 months. Kevin Spears with a $5 super chat says, here's to a safe for all Americans New Year. Please, excuse me, no domestic terrorist attacks. It's sad we in America have to stay alert to it. That's what we've invited in.
Yeah.
We've invited it. Unfortunately. Just look at the UK, dude. It's not even the UK anymore.
Yeah, no.
And it's not like the movie. London Has Fallen. I'm not talking about the movie with Gerard Butler. London has fucking fallen, dude.
I was
London's
literally
gone.
going to say the same thing.
It's gone, dude.
I love those movies. They're
They're
progressively dumber, but I love them. The first one's incredible.
They're great. All right, boys. Hey, just real quick, just a quick reminder. Go check out Criticless. Criticless Blaine, my buddy Blaine here, the founder, owner, CEO of Criticless. Make sure you guys make an account over there. It's free to join. This is where you can post all of your TV show reviews, your movie reviews, and critics are not on here. Critics don't have a voice. You, the user, has a voice. So go on there, start reviewing your favorite TV shows, your most hated TV shows, and that goes for movies too. You can also join over here and join the Crit Club.
That's right.
And directly support Blaine and the cause. You get cool discounts. You get discounts on merch. You can see dislikes and stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff. So make sure you guys, if you guys want to, join the Crit Club. But if not, just make an account. It's free to join. Apple, iOS, Android, Google Play, web browsers, free. And start just doing shit, man. And make sure you follow FearTheBeardo, because I am almost at 800 followers.
Hell yeah.
So I think besides Blaine, I'm the 4th most followed person on Criticless, I believe.
That sounds about right.
Besides Blaine,
but the most disliked review, though.
And
so
I do have the number one most disliked review on Criticless. Although I gave Die Hard a very good review, I said it wasn't a Christmas movie, and I got lit up for it. It is what it is. I wear it proudly.
You've gotten very used to being wrong.
Around here,
it is what it is.
It's a bro science thing. It's unanimous, that it's not.
It feels right to be wrong.
So, yeah.
I mean, you guys also believe the moon landings are fake, so that doesn't really sway my.
I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence.
To consensus.
I am on the fence about it. I don't think it's fake. I don't think it's wrong. I mean, real. I just like questioning it. So Blaine, besides you, it goes Jeremy, Mike, Jay, then me.
Yes, I think so. That sounds right.
Sounds about right.
Yes.
Dude, you gotta beat Mike. We gotta get you above Mike at least.
Yeah, Mike can't even beat Mike.
Off. I know.
So I'm sitting there. So make sure you guys follow me over on Criticless and make an account over there.
Do that and join the groups. Everybody hangs out and talks.
Yes, the Manly as Fuck movie group and the Monday Hangover group, if you want.
Right, if you want. Or the Criticless Cast group. That one stays very active.
That one's cool.
Yeah,
that's a cool one.
That is a cool one.
All right, boys. Are you guys ready for Babe of the Week?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Chat, Babe of the Week. Your vote matters. You guys are going to vote on our entries for Babe of the Week. So let's get her done. Where is it? Fuck. Where is it? Here it is. Babe of the Week.
It's time again for the Babe of the Week. Everyone's ready, everybody.
Babe of the week. All right, so Xwing is in the lead. Xwing's not here. Xwing has 9 wins. Blaine, how many do you have? Are you at 5 or 6?
4. No,
4?
Maybe I've got more than that. Maybe I'm at 5.
No, I think
I'm
you're at 4.
sick.
If you think 4, I'm at 3. For
No,
sure,
then
I'm at 3.
We'll have to ask. Xwing remembers. We'll ask him when he's back. I don't remember.
I won
or if
3.
chat
I won
remembers.
with Gina Carano. I won with somebody else, and I won the last time we did it. I won with Kelly Brook.
Right.
I for sure,
you
have
were catching
3.
up. I could be at 4. You could be 1 behind me. I don't know, but I could be. I don't know. It's been too long.
Xwing has 9.
He
He's
took
got
off
a pretty
like
stiff lead.
Yeah, he took off and made us look bad.
Swag Cuddy says Blaine is 5.
Okay, sweet. Thank you.
But then Marc-Andre Roy says I think Blaine's at 4.
Oh,
He's
We'll
in
go
second
with 5.
place
That sounds-
regardless.
I am in second place.
Yeah, and I'm at 3. I forget who I won with the second one. I won with Gina. I won with Gina. I don't remember
Do
who I
I
won
have
with the
one?
second one.
The chat saying I have 1. I thought I had none. I thought
Did
I
you
got
come on here
crushed
and win?
I didn't
I don't
think,
think
you
I
won
ever
yet.
won. I
hadn't
thought I
won
was
yet.
crushed every single time.
I think you're the
There's one where
only guest.
had a good lead, but it fell off.
Yeah, I think because we were in a trolling phase there for a while where every guest that came on beat me and Beardo.
Yeah.
That happened for multiple weeks in a row.
Jen Soska won, Jay
Yes.
won, and Will won.
Who did I win with? Yeah, chat saying I did.
Kalechi says Beardo's 3, Blaine is 5, and Xwing is 9. Jed, you have 1. Do you remember who you nominated?
I remember Alicia Kander one week, and that's the one that, had a good start but fell off and lost entirely.
She might have
you
won.
Gave us a hot redhead. Who did I give you guys that was a redhead? It wasn't Karen Gillan.
Yeah,
It might have been.
think you did do her one week, but I
You-
don't think she won.
It might have been. I don't remember. Unless it
Yeah, I
was
didn't think
Bryce.
she won.
Did you do Bryce?
I did not do Bryce Dallas Howard. There's no fucking way I did that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways, who wants to start? Blaine, do you want to start, Babe of the Week?
I'll kick it off, dude. I'll kick it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm ready to win. I'm feeling confident. All right, so I am doing, let's see, here we go. Her name is Anna Nystrom. All right. She is a Swedish fitness influencer coming in at 5 foot tall with lots of cake. So
Okay.
let's see here. Here we go. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not mad about it.
No. Got a blonde. She's not an OnlyFans girl, by the way. Jed, that's the rules.
Looks a little airbrushed.
But she is on aznudes.com.
No.
That's what there was a watermark on one of these pictures that said AZ
Really?
nude.
Oh, that's
Yes.
probably people that's people sharing them over there, Yeah. But yeah, she doesn't do those. I looked. She's a
You checked.
a fitness. I checked,
There
what
it
I'm
is.
saying? Yeah, I do see it. It's down there. It is down there.
Mhm.
People, perverts. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Wait, hold on. I need to get the fucking poll ready.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Babe of the Week.
Is fitfluencer a thing?
It
Or
is.
that a good word? It is that the term for it?
She is a fit fluencer, I think. I think they
What's
do
her
say
name?
It's a
that.
great term for it, Dr.
It's
Reed.
Anna Nystrom, Nystrom. She
Wait,
is a Swedish.
whoa. Anna, how do you spell her last name?
Nystrom.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, but she's short, cute, and doesn't seem to be overly provocative. You know what I'm saying? A classy lady.
Right.
She's a mom, hot mom.
Oh, okay.
Everybody in the chat knows I like to bring the hot moms in here.
Childbearing.
So, yeah, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So,
Okay.
yeah, one last look here. There we go. Y'all are welcome.
Okay.
There we go.
All right, boys.
is
My entry. Probably all of our childhood crush at one point or another has aged very well, like fine wine. One of the child actresses who escaped, started a family, and is still looking just as gorgeous as ever. Probably the most gorgeous as she's ever been. Miss Hillary Duff.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Good pull.
Oh, boys.
I'm telling
Hillary
you.
Duff. I mean, where do we start? I mean, just look
Speaking
at
of hot moms.
fucking cakes, dude. Yeah. Hillary Duff.
Yeah.
I mean, very pretty, gorgeous smile. She's got the booty. She's got the boobs. She's got the cleavage. She's just looking fine. Oh, I mean, all natural, no work done. You know, very pretty blonde, a nice smile, nice teeth. I mean, and the cake for days, boys.
That's that mom ass,
for days, dude. And the one with the 4 pictures, or the 3 pictures, it's just a little bit of everything. Very pretty, very gorgeous. We love Hillary Duff. So that is Fear the Beardo's entry for Babe of the Week. All right, Jet.
Well, I normally have very controversial or unusual entries into this, and I struggle in the polls because of that. But I'm feeling a little bit more confident. Usually the actresses with the triple Ds or whatever are the ones that get the blowout success. But you guys are reasonable. So I think I have a reasonable chance now. I'm going to go with a Hollywood actress that everybody knows, but not as many people as me look at her in this way. We're going to be looking at Haley Steinfeld.
I like Haley Steinfeld.
Okay.
I like Haley Steinfeld.
I actually really like Bumblebee.
Yes, agreed.
And she's great in it.
She's super pretty.
She's looking fine.
Mm-hmm.
And she's done some more provocative things. And you know what she's working with? She's working with some great stuff. And before anyone says, oh, she's too young, she's like 19 or whatever, she's 29. She's older than me.
Yeah,
she's my age. Married to Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
That is
right.
a fine woman. She's got it all going on. I love big boobs, and boobs are where it's all at, but big boobs don't mean much to me. Like with Sydney Sweeney, if it doesn't have the face to complement it, and I think she's got the face to complement her body very, very nicely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's very pretty. Very pretty. Haley Steinfeld. I'm a fan.
I can get behind it.
She's the whole reason to go see Sinners.
She's the hot vampire.
Mm-hmm.
I do like hot vampires.
Yeah. I mean, that movie
I
kind
haven't
of
seen
sucks.
Sinners, but if I do, she would be the reason.
I've never seen Sinners. I've heard it's good.
I didn't like it. I actually just did my review in Criticless, but yeah.
Too many good black people in it?
It's
and
just
the chat
super
saying
opening.
she's pregnant, so her tits are going to get bigger.
There you go.
There you go. All right, boys.
All
Poll's going to go out.
Reasonable chance. I think I have a reasonable chance this time.
You have them.
Unlike previous weeks.
Poll's going to go out. Babe of the Week. Should we run it through one more time? Just for
We can
refresh memory. Bring up your Anna Nystrom.
Yes.
Your best picture.
Best picture. Here we go. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll pull up this one. Why not? Yeah. There we go. There she is.
There she is. Okay.
And a Nystrom. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Real pretty.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, very pretty. A little too airbrushed for me. You know,
Right.
I want to
right.
see what she is in her natural state, like Hillary Duff. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Got everything. She's got the natural tits, nice thighs, nice ass, great teeth, nice smile, beautiful, great eyes. Hillary Duff. Childhood crush.
Yeah.
And Haley Steinfeld. A great entry. Great entries today, boys.
Yeah.
Great
stuff.
entries today. Love it. You love to see it. All right, chat. Poll's going out. Anna Nystrom is Blaine. Hillary Duff is me. And Haley Steinfeld is Jed. Poll is out. Go ahead and drop your vote. Then we'll see who wins. While we're waiting, let's get some super chats. Lotus Flower with the $20. Happy and safe New Year to you, bro scientists in the chat. Keep the great entertainment coming in 2026. Thank you, Lotus Flower, for the 20. Thank you. Eric K with the 5 says, if you are not exposed to any virus, your immune system will weaken and you will get everything and it will hit harder. Thank you for the 5. Eric K.
100%.
Wasp with a $20. Be careful of the MR. YouTube, this is a super chat. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. None of us are. We're all retards. I'm reading a super chat. Be careful that mRNA type vaccines such as COVID. Studies are showing adverse genetic impact. Stay educated. Many offices get your consent to get all vaccines on general forms they have you sign. Thank you, Wasp, for the $20. YouTube, remember, I'm a retard. This is not medical advice. Norman Conquest with a 14-month says, a happy Hogmanay from your resident Scottish bro. Much love to all in the chat. Truly the best corner of this corner of the internet. Thank you to James Norman, the Norman Conquest. Shout out to Alfred.
You gotta do some Hogmanay, Beardo. You gotta.
I don't know what that is.
So it's basically the Scottish New Year celebrations, and they do a lot of fun stuff. Of course, they drink a shitload of whiskey and just have a blowout party.
Of course,
but I actually, if I ever do celebrate Hogmanay in its fullest form, I do it a little bit just for fun and say, yeah, this is the Hogmanay celebration. But if I do it for real, you have to come over to my house after midnight, because there's a tradition with Hogmanay that the first footer, the first guest of the new year, it's good luck if it's a dark-haired man bearing a gift. So if you're the first person to cross the threshold who doesn't live at a house with a gift, you'll bring good luck to that house. The first.
That's
footer.
me.
But I'm not gonna do the Looney Duke. All right, the Scottish people out there, I know. I'm sorry, but Looney Duke is not happening.
Looney
Duke is on New Year's Day. They all basically go jump in the icy water, just wherever. It's just a cold dip on New Year's Day. The Looney Duke.
Dude, my wiener would go from this to this. I'm good, dude. I'm good. Thank you, James Norman. Shout out to aka Alfred, aka the Joker. Thank you for the 14 months. James Norman, he can do a great Joker impression. Narco with a $20 says, never got COVID. Military forced me to get the jab. Wife also got it. After that, we had 3 kids, and he has Down syndrome. Not a coincidence in my mind. Ace Taminoffen, Moon Landings is real. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Thank you, Narco. Hey, God bless your 3 children, man. God bless your 3 children.
For sure.
They have
Down
a
syndrome
wise
kids,
father.
Down syndrome kids, they wind up having a good time with life.
That's right, dude.
They wind up being some of the most happy people that you'll ever come across. Okay.
And it's infectious. Not Down syndrome, just the happiness.
Yes.
Yes. 100%. Dude. When I was a kid, when I was in kindergarten, my school had like a Down syndrome class. And when I was an ignorant little 5-year-old, I used to think that I could catch it. I did.
I think you might have got grazed.
I might have got nicked a little bit.
You're like, what, Sean? What is that Down
Shane
syndrome
Gillis.
comedian's name?
Shane Gillis.
He's like, it nicked me. Not gonna lie,
Yep.
it nicked me.
It nicked me a little bit. Hey, Narco, God bless you, man. God bless you. Thank you for the $20, sir. God bless your family. Narco with another 5. For the show with science in its name, only Jed seems to know what the fuck he's talking about. Well, there you go, Narco. Narco,
I study this stuff for a living.
I am just asking questions. Okay, that's all I'm doing. I'm just asking questions. Kevin Spears with the 5 says, I believe we went to the moon in the later missions in the 70s, but not the first one. Okay.
That's closer to where I sit.
He's just, sparking conversation.
That's right.
Thank you, Kevin,
Still
for the
wrong,
5.
but an interesting idea.
You're telling me on the very first fucking try we did it? The very first one.
Do you know why it's called Apollo 11?
Because that was the 11th try?
Yeah. It was the 11th stage of that.
Okay. All right.
It's not called the Apollo 1 first try all the way to the moon. They did it in stages, tested out everything, got everything right, figured it out. They actually had men orbit the moon in Apollo 8, I believe it was. So it wasn't the first fucking try.
Was it Apollo 13 we missed and we had to fucking spin around the fucking moon and come back? Tom Hanks?
Yeah, there was technical difficulties. Yeah, the Tom Hanks movie is phenomenal. And yeah, there were extenuating circumstances with that.
Who else was in that movie? Tom Hanks and
Kevin Bacon,
Bill
Paxton.
and Bill Paxton. Yeah.
There was a lot of great people in that movie. That's a great movie.
R.I.P. to Bill Paxton, man.
But I do have to say, I fucking hate how it's called Apollo, the Apollo missions, and I hate current NASA because they're all retarded and stupid. But I like that at least they're calling their new moon missions Artemis. Because Artemis is the Greek goddess of the moon. Apollo's the Greek god of the sun. All right? Keep your mythology
no, it's that's where they were. That's where they really went, Jed. We've already been.
That's
They
where
really,
they
That's where they
went
went. They were
to
trying
the
to
sun.
colonize the sun.
They colonized the sun. That's where
Yeah.
the gingers came from.
Whenever
That's
I think
weird.
of like the Apollo space missions, I can't help it but think about Apollo Creed, the master of disaster.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I need to rewatch those movies. It's been a while. I saw Rocky 4 like 2 years ago, but the rest it's been a decade. It's been a long
Oh,
time.
dude. I love the Rocky movies. I'll fucking tear up every time. Doesn't matter what movie it is, except for Rocky 5. Rocky 5 never happened. Rocky
Yeah.
5 never
6 is
happened.
okay. Rocky Balboa is all right.
Rocky
I like
Balboa is
Rocky.
great movie. Phenomenal movie.
5 though. 5 just you need 5 to understand 6, but just watch a YouTube.
Not
recap or
really.
something.
Not really.
I guess you could just say he's retired, but they do talk about his brain damage.
Well, the brain damage was 5. In the very beginning of 5, they talked about the brain damage a little bit. Yeah. But 5 never happened. 5 never happened. But the older I get, the more I appreciate 3. 3 might be the best one. I mean, 4's
I didn't
iconic.
like it as a kid, but I need to rewatch it.
4's iconic. Cold War, America, Russia, love it. Ivan Drago.
Oh, we're
Apollo
spoiling
stuff.
Rocky 5. Sorry, chat.
Yeah. Yeesh.
But the older I get, man, Rocky 3 might be one of the best ones. It's so fucking good.
It's nice to see Apollo and Rocky working together.
Yeah, best friends.
In
All
their
right, boys, we're
primes,
going to
yeah.
go ahead and end the poll because it's not even close. An absolute blowout. Hillary
You took
Duff with a 41%, Haley Steinfeld 32, and Anna Nystrom, sorry, Blaine, with a 26. Hillary Duff, chalk it up as a win for Fear the Beardo.
There you go,
I
Beardo.
am now at 4 wins. Blaine's at 5, and Xwing is at 9. I'm creeping up, boys. We're creeping up. We're climbing the ladder of success, and we're only halfway up. Let's go. Hell yeah. All right, boys. That has been Babe
Wait,
of
you're
the
only
Week.
halfway. If you get all the way to the top, you're still below Xwing. If you're at 4 and halfway, you get to 8 is the top.
Babe of the Week.
It's time again for the babe of the week. Everyone's ready, everybody's on fleek. You could be a celeb, you could be a freak, but you gotta be the best. You better be the best. You know the score. Who's it gonna be this week? Everybody's screaming out for more. Gonna be the babe of the week. Babe of the week.
Real quick, because we should have done it. Round of applause. Congratulations to Hillary Duff. You are
That's right.
this week's Babe of the Week, Bro Science Babe of the Week, the last Babe of the Week for 2025. So congratulations, Hillary Duff. Email me. All right. Let's get some more super chats here. Wasp with a $10 says, Jed is right. STEM matters. STEM. Thank you. Eric K with a $5 says, you can look with a telescope and see the landing sites. How do they fake that? Distance Earth to the moon is measured with a reflective mirror and laser. I think it's just a shiny rock.
No, that is true.
I think
With
it's just a
advanced
shiny rock,
telescopes, you
or
can
maybe
see
it's
the
a
moon
puddle.
landing site, and the Apollo missions did leave behind reflective panels that reflect light in specific predetermined areas.
I think
How
it's
do
just a
we
shiny
leave
rock.
visible debris on the Earth or on the moon if we've never been there?
Aliens. Thank you for the 5.
Aliens.
Accurate.
Weird Robot with a 10 says, now do climate change. That doesn't exist. Climate change does not exist.
No.
If climate change existed, then all of these fucking rich politicians who are fucking preaching out of their lungs about fucking climate change, why are they buying fucking oceanside fucking mansions? Okay.
Right. Well, I mean, Bill
Whole
Gates
bunch of
just
fucking
recently walked it.
hypocrites.
He walked it all back, literally just recently, and he had been like the poster child. So, you know, there's that.
Yeah, the Earth does go through cycles, just like the Ice Age, and I think a lot of
Right.
the crazier people are attributing natural cycle stuff to man-made influence. But yeah, a lot of the atmospheric stuff is blown out of proportion. There are environmental hazards in specific situations, like poisoning a certain river or something like that, that we shouldn't be doing. But yeah, overall,
Right.
global warming, climate change, it's much more complicated and nuanced than any of these public-facing figures will ever admit. It's just humans are evil. That's not a cogent scientific argument.
Right.
Eric K with the 2 says another Patriot arrested for DV, domestic violence. What is happening? I didn't hear about that one. I just heard about Stephon Diggs. Well, it wasn't domestic violence. Stephon Diggs, Patriot wide receiver, who just had a kid with Cardi B. Who gives a fuck? Anyways, strangled and fucking beat up his personal chef. The Patriots are one of the best teams in the NFL. Making a strong push in the playoffs, potential Super Bowl fucking squad there they have in New England. Their best wide receiver pretty much almost killed his personal chef and now is facing charges. So,
jeez,
not good. Not good.
No.
So shout out to Will from Game On Sports. He's a big Patriots fan. So,
yeah, that's wild.
Right, you got to keep cooking good, otherwise you might be in danger.
I don't know what the fuck happened, man, with that guy. Kevin Spears with a 2 says, we bred them to be athletic. Thank you for the 2. Game On. Speaking of Will, Game On Sports with a 28 months says, Happy New Year almost. Shout out to Will from Game On Sports. Shout out. Grapthar's Hammer with the 10 says, for real, George Lemaitre, Belgian priest, coined the term Big Bang Theory.
That's what I saw. I said a monk, but it was a priest. Yeah. So yeah, it's a science denier who labeled that term, and it became a massive popular thing that scientists just had to go with it. But a lot of the normal understanding of Big Bang that people in day-to-day life believe isn't accurate. Like it's the beginning of the universe. Scientists believing that or studying that, doing the Big Bang, don't actually believe that. It's a question mark. It's just that's a earliest event we can track. And then there's of course competing theories about what happened there, the inflation theory. So, yeah, it's not clear-cut. God isn't real. That's not what the Big Bang Theory fucking is. A lot of people believe that's what it is, but...
Thank you, Grapthar's Hammer. Do you guys remember when the Obamas killed their chef?
Yeah.
That was, what, 3-4 years ago now?
That was wild.
Yeah.
That was like 3 years ago, dude.
In the pond or whatever?
The Obama chef was just fucking body found dead in their fucking backyard, like in the ocean.
Yeah, it was in a pond on their property or some shit. Yeah.
Dude. Crazy,
they claimed he was like kayaking or something.
Dude,
yeah.
Dude. That fucking chef saw Michelle's giant fucking wiener. And then Obama's
that's
like...
Michael to you, sir.
And then Obama's like, sorry, buddy, you gotta go. Allegedly.
Yeah. Allegedly, yes.
Allegedly.
Saw that protein in Michelle's diet, started to question things.
Mm-hmm. Saw those fucking traps, dude. Dude, Michelle's got fucking bigger arms than I do.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And that fat hog.
That big wiener. Sensei Sharkbait with a 199 says, what about the
Anunnaki?
Anunnaki.
Hell yeah. That's like some that's some like ancient aliens type stuff, but it's connected. It kind of not. It's like, you see all the hieroglyphs where it looks like they're spaceships or phones or all that weird stuff, and the ancient alien stuff. It's connected to a lot of that, and they're like Babylonians and all of the ancient Egyptian stuff. It's cool. It's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Wasp with the $5. Jed is invited to Bra Island. We love science on islands. To Bra Island?
Fuck
You're
yeah,
inviting...
I will go to Bra Island all the time. I know Bra Island, it'll be fun to visit, but I'd rather live at Bra Island.
They are sister islands.
They are.
We travel back and forth every now and then.
I'll be your emissary. I'll be your
for breeding
minister.
purposes.
Right. We'll have to test you for your like estrogen count every time you come back to make sure it hasn't exceeded the
quarantine period. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Ruben Haynes with a 1 month says, I have my own theory. We're all inside a black hole, and I have found evidence for this and another mathematical advances. I call it love algebra.
I actually heard this theory on Monday, I think it was, for the very first time. I don't know if this is specifically the one he's talking about, but I was talking to someone who legitimately believes all the galaxies that we know are orbiting inside the event horizon of a fourth dimensional black hole. And that's why there's no aliens, because they get sucked in.
Okay.
I mean, that would explain why we've never been to the moon.
That would explain that.
How?
Listen. Because we just get sucked in.
Yeah.
We just get sucked right in, man. Can't go to the moon.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ruben, for the 1 month. Sensei Sharkbait with another 199 says, what about the Anunnaki? I think you sent that twice, brother. Hopefully
you did.
Hopefully you didn't mean to send that twice. Thank you for the 199 times 2. Jesus with a $2 says, I say put a Hooters on the moon and on Mars. Yeah. I'm okay with that. They have good wings.
They are going slowly out of business, though. So
Twin Peaks is what I
Twin
want.
Peaks?
Twin Peaks. I do like Twin
good
Peaks.
It's a little bit classier, a little bit of that like mountain man aesthetic or whatever. I don't lumberjack aesthetic.
Mhm.
Their
Right.
beers are fucking great. They keep them real chill.
And the food's good.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Rachel
classy
MacHill with a $10. Happy New Year to you, awesome bro science guys. Not forgetting the wingman. Fabulous mods and fantastic chat. All the best for 2026, everyone. Thank you, Rachel MacHill, for the $10. 85 Fame with a 1 month says, hey, Jed, can you explain the science behind butt babes?
I think
babies.
Beardo would
Butt
be the
babies.
more educated person to talk about this because he delivers one of those every few hours. So
Uh-huh.
I think he has the
That's
knowledge.
diarrhea. Diarrhea. And I did have one today. Epic Reader with an 8 months says, happy New Year to all the bro scientists and a prosperous and healthy 2026. Thank you, Epic Reader, for the 8 months. Captain Haruno with a $5. What up, Haruno? Hot takes are cute and all, but you want a nuclear take? The MCU should have ended with Infinity War and half the universe is gone and Thanos is victorious. I think it should have ended after Endgame, and you do a fucking reboot, end it there, and you fucking restart everything. I said this morning on Daily. You just end it there after Endgame. Done. Everything's wiped, brand new, and then you start up, reload it up again with Spider-Man, the X-Men, and Fantastic Four, and you run through and you just go with them. And then maybe 10 years later, you can do Iron Man again as a new actor. You can put in Captain America again, Thor and stuff, but you just stop after Endgame. Whole brand new fucking thing. Nothing else before ever existed, never happened. Its own fucking unique thing with Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, X-Men, and then you go. That's
That
what
would
they should
breathe
have
new
done.
life into it. There's too much
They would've.
work for the everyday person. So I love that version of it ending with Endgame. But Infinity War was the last, I think, truly great movie in the MCU. So I get why people would want that.
Spider-Man No Way Home was the second
really-
half
It's so
of
much
Spider-Man
fun.
No Way Home is good.
It's so much fun. I love No Way Home, and Guardians 3 was good. So there's still been good movies, but No Way Home, take out the nostalgia, and it's an okay movie. I wouldn't put it on the same level as Infinity War or The Winter Soldier or Iron Man 1 or Guardians 1, any of those.
Starting from scratch would have just been a lot easier because they would have gotten rid of all the baggage, and they should have taken like a year off at least and let people like, maybe 2 years, I don't know, whatever, and then
Take like 5 years off.
You
dude.
You
They
could
could've.
even write it in with doing something similar to Crisis on Infinite Earths, where you change up the timelines a little bit. That way you can carry through some characters that you want, like Ant-Man or Tom Holland, Spider-Man, but give them that wiggle room on lore. So I think a reset of some kind like that, like Crisis on Infinite Earths, would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you,
At this
Haruno,
point,
for the
Doomsday has
5.
to do that.
Yeah, thank you for the $5, Haruno. I think that's what they're going to do after Secret Wars. They're going to have to. They're going to have to restart something because
Well,
you're
it's so
running out of
multiverse
characters.
heavy.
You just need to fucking redo it again in a different way. Trickies with a $10. Just a reminder, there is food. There is a food you should never feed a woman because it lowers her sex drive by 90%. Her own wedding cake. I get what you're saying. I get what
probably
you're
a
saying.
good thing that we didn't get any of our own wedding cake at my wedding. My wife and I, we didn't get a chance.
You didn't save
to
the
eat
top?
Any of it. It wasn't an edible one. The cake topper.
You're supposed to save the cake top and freeze
Right.
it and eat it on your 1 year anniversary.
So we have some of it, but it's got frostbite or whatever you call it, freezer burn, and it's unedible. But yeah,
Damn.
by the time it was out, it was just fucking gone, and our wedding planner or whatever, she took everything away. We weren't happy with her.
What a
in the
cunt.
end. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Johnny
didn't even get our
Hollywood
own
with a
fucking
$5.
wedding cake.
What a retard. Johnny Hollywood with a $5. Look at that profile picture, by the way.
I'm telling you.
I always told my girlfriends, if we ever get married and you let yourself go, I'm out. They were mad at first, but they got on board later. It makes
I like
sense.
that profile picture.
Yeah, it makes sense.
My dad
Trickies.
used to tell my mom that if she ever got fat, he was going to tie a rope to the back of the truck and make her run behind it, tie her to it. So
Based.
it was he was a savage.
Based. And they're still together?
No, yeah, still
Let's
married.
go. Let's go.
She took him seriously. She never got fat. So
And mom's in shape.
yeah, oh, she was actually a fitness trainer. Yeah, so
Love it. Love
Yeah.
it. Trickies with a $20. Redheads are not the new black proof. You can say ginger without getting canceled. You have a point. You do have a point there. Thank you for the
Do you
20.
guys know who John Mulvaney is?
John Mulvaney, he's the comedian, right?
Yeah, he's a stand-up comedian, actor. Like, he was in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, and he started on SNL. But there was a point where he was writing a sketch for SNL, right? And he said the word midget. And SNL, the producers, came down on him like a hammer, and they're like, you can't fucking say that. Midget is just as bad as the N-word. And apparently he got suspended for responding with, if you're trying to decide which word is worse, and you won't say one of them, that's the worst word. So they said midget is as bad as the N-word. So yeah, he got suspended for that. All right, they're correcting my pronunciation in chat, but...
Wild.
Yeah, it's Mulaney, not Mulvaney.
Mulaney.
Mulaney. Okay.
Yeah.
GSG Nightcrawler with a 2 says, did you watch the ill game trailer, the 1.5-minute version? I have not. We will. Or I will. I might do it later.
That is.
Apparently, it's like a Resident Evil like horror game, survival horror game, allegedly. We will watch it. I promise you, we will watch it. Not right now, but I will watch it and I'll give you my feedback on it. Goody64 with the 5 gifted FearTheBeardo memberships. Thank you, Goody64, for the 5 gifted. Haruna with a 2 says, Babe of the Week nominee, Gina Armani on Twitter. Tough, hot babe. All right, Gina Armani. Thank you for the 2. And Marc-Andre Roy with an 8 months says, Happy New Year, chat and bro scientists. Here's to a great year. Thank you, Marc-Andre Roy, for the 8 months. And the reason why I'm not going to watch that trailer right now is because it's New Year's Eve. Blaine's got family. He's got stuff to do. Jed's got family. He's got stuff to do. We're going to let these guys go. 2-hour show. So I will watch the trailer, and I'm going to be live tonight. So I'll watch the trailer, and I'll give you my feedback on the trailer in a little bit about Ill, the video game. But anyways, Bro Science, episode 86 on a New Year's Eve. Shout out to Blaine. Shout out to Jed for coming on and keeping me company. Blaine, what do you got going on this week?
I actually am going to go live tomorrow at some point on the Criticless Cast channel. We normally have Unhinged. I'm not doing that. I'm just going to go live and talk about like kind of year in review of all the stuff happening in the movies and everything, what was good, what was bad, all of that. And then the other big thing is just touching in on everything that's happening in Criticless. And I think I'm going to update everybody on the crap that we've been dealing with over the past couple months, which I've been kind of candid about, and the legal things that I've been talking about. So I think I'm going to iron some of that out tomorrow and let everybody kind of know what we've been going through and whatever, and what's coming for next year in Criticless. So that'll be going on tomorrow at some point. I don't know when, maybe like 2 or so. It just depends on kind of how the day's looking and how everybody else is streaming stuff and whatever is. But yeah, and then next week, actually, I am going to be reviewing on Unhinged. We're going to be doing the Secret Life of Walter Mitty. So a lot of people are watching that. If you've never seen it,
Ben Stiller?
Yes, weird. It is. Yeah, it's a very interesting movie. Super, super motivational, though. I've got some buddies who like watch it every single year at the start of the year because it's like one of those movies that just makes you like just dig into life. Makes you want to like do
what's the premise? Is this a guy with amnesia? Or no, he wakes up in a different body? It's
neither of those. The trailer makes it look really wild, but basically it's that like he's a photographer. Well, he's connected to like a photographer and a news kind of outlet, and basically the whole thing is that he's trying to find a illustrious like photographer who does like wildlife photos and everything, and he goes to hunt him down, but he goes on like this crazy wild journey along the way. And the whole concept behind the movie is essentially that like you're everyman, you're regular everyday person, like you have a lot inside of you and your motivations and whatever. It's not just about these super important people. Everybody's got their place and their dreams and their aspirations and everything. And it's just, like I said, it's very motivational. It's a super cool movie too. It's really good. So yeah, we've got a lot of people dropping reviews for it, and we'll be doing it next week on Criticless Cast.
Oh yeah. Make sure you guys check out Criticless Cast and check out Criticless, the website where you can review your own movies. It's a Rotten Tomatoes alternative, although it's so much better. Make an account. It's free to join. Apple iOS, Google Android Play Store, web browser. Make an account, join some of the groups, because you guys can talk amongst each other and have a good time over there. So shout out to Blaine. Jed, Endless Frontiers, man. Go ahead and plug your stuff.
Perfect. Well, everyone go check out endlessfrontierbooks.com. I have a short story that leads into my entire book universe available for sale right now for 50% off. Today is the last day to get that for the holiday season, that 50% off deal. It opens the idea of the world building with the Brighton pacification, one of the most important historical events in my universe. I have 4 books ready to go, fully written, and they're massive. The last one is about 600, 700 pages. It's huge. I'll be publishing those regularly over the next couple years. So definitely check out the website, subscribe to the mailing list. And for YouTube, check out Endless Frontiers on YouTube. I will actually be going live in about 15 minutes here to play some Assassin's Creed Unity. The link is already up there. I just need enough time to hit the bathroom and, get all ready, get everything set up. And then I'll be streaming that for a couple hours leading into Beardo streaming for the new year. I won't be streaming over the ball drop or anything like that. So check out Endless Frontiers in a little bit for some Assassin's Creed Unity.
Hell yeah, man. Go check out Endless Frontiers on YouTube and his books. Mad Frog with the 2 months says, I just realized Beardo's hat looks like idiot. Had to do a double take. WI.199. I.hat. Thank you, Mad Frog, for the 2 months. I will be live in a little bit. I'm probably gonna give me a few hours. I gotta eat and stuff, but I will be live later. Surprise game stream. I'm not gonna announce what game I'm playing until you guys see the thumbnail and the notification on YouTube. But I will be
cool. It's cool. I know what he's doing. It's gonna be fucking awesome. You all have to be there, chat.
It's gonna be cool. I will be streaming through the ball drop. I'm gonna go through and ring in the new year on the live stream, going from midnight to January 1st, 2026. We're playing games tonight, boys. We're playing games. But anyways, shout out to Blaine. Shout out to Jed. Shout out to Xwing, who isn't here, wasn't able to make it. Thank you guys so much. Bro Science episode 86 in the books. We will catch you guys next year for Bro Science episode 87. But until then, let me leave you with this. The man who says he can and the man who says he can't are both usually right. Don't be fat, don't be gay, train hard, lift heavy, and we'll catch you next week for Bro Science episode 87. But until then, Bro Science. Yeah!
5, 4, 3, 2,
'Dylan, you son of a bitch.